All right, hello and welcome back to this glorious randomizer of a marathon. We will be going live really soon with Final Fantasy VII PC Any Percent by Netara, and she is here, so I think she can just take it away.
I absolutely can. Thanks so much, Muffins. So, welcome everyone. We are going to be filling in with some Final Fantasy VII PC any percent, and I will describe and talk about that once we get started. No particular reason why I'm in this save screen, pointing out that there's nothing in save slot 1, just it hangs out there. And the previous Earthbound run was boogie percent in order to make sure there was lots of time for everyone to get some runs in. So, with that, I think I am done talking, at least for the very initial bit. Let's get this route started. So 3, 2, 1, go. So this
Good
is a
luck.
thank you. So this is a very unique category, and Keishara is going to be joining me as her internet allows. Say hi, Kay.
Hi.
So she was the original runner for Chrono Trigger, but instead she's going to ask me all of the questions you wish you could ask about this run, and it's going to be great. So, this category, as you've noticed, is listed as 3 hours long. How do you finish Final Fantasy VII in 3 hours, you ask? Well, I recommend sticking around. It is a magical ride. There's not a single glitch. We're just gonna. No, that's a lie. There's so many glitches. I'm not even sorry.
Not a single glitch.
Yeah, what is glitch? The first 2 hours is going to be escaping Midgar, and there's one or two notable glitches, but most of that is fairly straight otherwise. Past Midgar, however, I promise absolutely nothing other than glitches galore. Okay, so we are just gonna chill here. Currently, yeah, I don't have any names. Usually the strategy for naming is one character names as all of the text is scrolling. So every extra character we have, every extra letter does increase the time of the run. However, I think we might be able to name Nanaki Faith. I'm sure we can, if I remember. My memory is notably terrible. So, and yes, the Frame Fatales is an all-female speedrunning event. So, it's going to be good. And yes, we will have a guessing game about 2:15, 2:30 into the run. So if you like guessing, this is going to be your chance. It should be great. And we are almost to the point where I actually get to press buttons. That's exciting. You'll also notice there's an FPS counter at the bottom. That is very specific to this category, making it more competitive. I am ensuring that during the scenes where I'm walking around, that the field FPS is 30. If an average of 30, you're gonna see it be 15 in battles, 60 in menus, and it's just gonna flop around all over the place. Come on, newcomer. Listen, Barrett, don't even with me today. So let's get some things set up here to make things super fast. And Eris is actually a total MVP in this run. Like, total MVP. So we want her in here. And the bugs are, some of these bugs are in the original version, but the main ones I take advantage of are only in the PC HD remaster. So the old PC version that came out, I think in 2001, they don't work in. The newer versions of this, like the PlayStation 4 and the Switch versions, many of them don't work. And I'll try and point out which ones actually work in which versions. So you can play around with them yourself. So first up, beating up some guards, as you do. Keishara, what are we naming Cloud?
We're gonna name Cloud Chrono, because this is Chrono Trigger.
This is Chrono Trigger, absolutely. So, look, we've got the right, and, where are my letters? We're even gonna do a proper style. So, obviously, I think I know what that's gonna make Barrett.
That's gonna make Barrett Luca?
No, it's gotta make him Magus, come on.
Oh, well, I don't know. I thought Barrett was best girl.
Okay, fine. It's gonna be best girl. We'll do it. Done. Okay, thank you, Barrett, for telling me how to walk. Super appreciated. Now, I am going to try and answer what questions I can see in chat, but running and answering questions at the same time is going to be difficult. So if we don't get to your question, feel free to ask it again, and hopefully one of us will catch it. So there is technically step routing in this run, but I don't do specific step routing because it's just too particular and I ain't got time for that. So, however, I do tend to move vaguely the same way every time, so there can be some expected results there. As in, there's certain spots where I'm just going to miss stairs because they are the true final boss.
The stairs are hard in this game.
They're really hard. They're literally one of the few practice, or one of the many practice points. You're just like, okay, I'm just going to practice walking onto stairs. And yeah, this is the remake. Didn't you see the trailer? Looks just like this.
It looks just like that trailer I saw a couple of days ago.
Yeah, absolutely. How did I get into running? This game or in general? I started running initially with Final Fantasy IV, speaking of old games. But I got into this, I learned it last year as a 12-hour challenge just for the lulz and absolutely fell in love. So here we are, still running it a year later. Over a year later. Yes, we already have a name for Nanaki, so we're not going to give a different name for Nanaki, but... Also, please take note of all of the shocked, amazing faces. Jessie just has no time for these arguments. She wants to be out. Stat. Oh yeah. Defeated the first stair boss. Go us. Favorite character? Rufus Shinra. Sadly, we have to hurt him. But that's okay. So we are going to run away from every encounter because we ain't got time for encounters. Or except for very few notable exceptions, but definitely every encounter here is being run away from. Jessie walks so slow. So you're going to see there's items on the floor here, and there's going to be a few different categories of items we pick up. There's going to be items we pick up because they're simply in our way and we have no choice. There's items we're going to pick up because we need them, we need to use them. And then there's items we're going to pick up to sell. The money routing is really quite particular in this game, and we need to make sure to have enough of it. So I am going to go out of my way to pick up some items. I'm not going to go out of my way to pick up many materia, because materia only has value if you're going to use it. It literally sells for 0 if it has no experience. Listen, do we have some hate for Rufus in there? Please. And Barrett's the best playable character. He just wants a hug, and everyone's got assassin. So we're getting that restore materia because who likes to go through a run without curing? It's not me. So we have shown up to our first reactor. Our job here is to blow it up because we're eco-terrorists. But things are not going quite as according to plan. And Cloud's remembering some things, but no big deal. And here comes our first boss, Guard Scorpion. So ATB is terrible, so that's unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to do my quick start, but that's okay. Sometimes you go with that. So the goal here is to kill Guard Scorpion just after the first counterattack phase. We're hoping that actually we're going to take enough damage to Luca here in order to get a limit break before our first counterattack phase. Yes, there is step counting. I'm not doing it. So there we go. First hit. We have... Oh, look. Sometimes you just get that really excellent RNG, and now this run is actually quite RNG dependent, so luckily it's not quite so run dependent or time killing at the beginning, but there's going to be a point much later on in the run which will decide our fate. Okay, so we are about to the counterattack phase, and we are purposely going to attack once in order to get a counterattack to build up the limit gauges. Okay. Who's got time for Final Fantasy VII any percent? Let me tell you, it's not me. Okay. So we're getting counterattacked. That should fill up our limit gauges. We're going to use Barrett's right away as soon as the tail starts going down. we're going to be saving and or not using chronos at all. We're actually not going to use many limit breaks in this run. Most of the time, we're either specifically going to be avoiding limit breaks, or we're going to be using them simply for faster turns, rather than for the limit breaks themselves. And actually,
we're going to be picking up Vincent too, right?
Yep, Vincent is an MVP of this run. We need Vincent. We cannot finish this game without Vincent.
I'm just thinking of names for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, this is actually the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
You saw it live first on
yeah.
Games Done Quick, Frame Fatale.
Exactly. Did you know there were sneak copies out already? Also, they only give you 10 minutes to escape. What will I do with all of that time? Okay, so we've got to find our way out. Thankfully, it's exactly the same way we came in, with one notable exception. We are gonna go talk to Jessie, who's hanging out above us. Do not forget Jessie. I actually did that in the very last run of this I did, and it sucks because you have to go back for her. The door you need to get out of this reactor will not open if you don't have Jessie, so do not forget best girl Jessie.
But I thought that Barrett was best girl.
Listen, they can all be best girl.
Okay.
There's so many best girls in this run. Okay, let's see. Oh, stair boss. Okay, that wasn't bad. It's not the worst set of stairs.
They sound like me.
I was just gonna be like, Keishara sounds like Keishara. That's novel. Get up those stairs. Cloud, do not even with me. Now, one place you don't want to mash is in this elevator, because you definitely will keep mashing that button and going up and down continually. Ain't no one got time for that. Thank you, Jessie. We love you. We need you to open that door. Aww. Is this game better than Final Fantasy VIII? I will let you decide that. Everyone has their own opinions. Whatever game you think is better for you, so please keep loving it. I just want to escape this reactor. And escaped we had. Oh, not under 8 minutes. Rude.
Oh no. But you were out of there at 8 minutes, so this is good, right?
Right? We're fine.
And yes, just a reminder, this is the Final Fantasy VII remaster.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it first on Games Done.
The remake. Mm-hmm.
Yep, this is the remake.
I was gonna say officially it is the remaster, but
yeah, I meant to say remake. Listen.
It's okay.
Listen.
Listen.
I can't help but be honest, and that was an accident. Honestly, it was an honest accident.
An honest accident. I meant to lie. I apologize for not lying to you. I did also hear that this game was inspired by Newtopia. Where's the lie, truly? I'm sure I saw some fire in Newtopia. Okay, so, Eris, hello. We've not named her yet. She's currently just Flower Girl, and there's a lot of different text in this game, and they're trying to give us lots of choices. Many of them relate to the date. Spoilers, we're not doing the date. We're skipping right past it, yeah, so keep cheering for whoever you think is your favorite, but we are going to pick whichever text gets us out of a situation the fastest, including not fighting any of these guards, because fighting guards is just slow times and terrible. There's going to be a lot of dodging whatever encounters possible. So we did it! Success! We said no to all the guard fights. Hurrah!
I actually didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either until I started speedrunning it. I was like, what? You don't have to fight those guards? Wow. So we did it. We made our train. Public service announcement, I do not recommend jumping on the top of trains. You do you, but I have a feeling it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I used to love Yuffie, and then I started speedrunning this game.
Flower Girl, yeah, well, to be fair, Flower Girl's not going to die in this run.
She's totally cool. She's super important, and she makes it out okay. Who is my favorite date, and why is it Barrett? Listen, the last time I casualed this, Barrett was my bait. What's my bait? Was my date, and it was the best. Like, anyone who hasn't done the Barrett date, it's hilarious. It's really excellent. And you have to work really hard for it.
What happened to Chrono Trigger? This is Chrono Trigger, kind of.
Can you tell? Lucas here says Chrono. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, Eris is fine. There's no spoilers having to do with her. She's always okay. So the team is super happy we made it. They were very distraught at first because they're like, oh no, Cloud didn't make it. Or Chrono didn't make it. And Luke is like, whatever, we don't need that person. But then Cloud shows up, and it's good.
We should have named Aerith Chrono.
Oh, we should have. That would have been great. However, we can't actually name Eris.
Oh, no?
Nope. Cannot. You'll see why in about less than 20 minutes. About 10-ish minutes, you'll see why. But no, Eris is, when I do runs where I offer naming incentives, she is one of the names you just can't offer because it is actually impossible.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I started a casual game of this once where I started naming everybody Sephiroth just to see if you could. Unlike Chrono Trigger, where you can only use an existing character's name once they've been named something else, and it gets put back into the pool. But you can name literally everyone Sephiroth. It was a little confusing. How do I finish the whole game in 3 hours? I'd recommend sticking around to see.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin that surprise.
And how do we keep Aerith alive? Well, you will also see.
You will also see.
Actually, the exact same reason Aerith lives is the same reason we can beat this game in 3 hours.
Exactly that.
A few glitches? Yes. Just a few.
To be fair, most of the versions have a whole bunch of glitches, but this one in particular has some. They broke some things in this game while trying to fix the disc referencing system because this version doesn't use discs. And so they further fixed it in the versions after this one, but it means the PC HD remaster is even more broken. Yeah, you're getting the super secret ending, the one that may not even make it to the remake.
I'm a bit loud. That's really weird considering Netara and I are always in...
We're not the loud
well,
people.
I turned my mic down, so hopefully that's better.
Yeah. When we were sound testing, I was told to turn my mic up, which I was like, this is a thing I've never heard in my life. Okay, so everyone here is going to gather immediately in front of the 7th heaven and just make this huge roadblock. And we don't have time for that. We want to get to more plot because that's why we're here, right? More plot. So I'm immediately, as soon as I have control, I'm going to leave the screen and come back on, which clears everybody else from in front of the bar except for Barrett, which makes this a lot faster. So welcome to the 7th heaven, the Texas and cowboy themed bar. Apparently Texas exists in some form, whether it just be fiction in this world. I just don't question it. So what were we naming Tifa?
Tifa's Scala.
Scala, done it. I'm doing it. Okay. That is a lot of not what I was attempting to do. Where did you get there, plus? That was a bit magical. Can you tell I usually don't name people in this? Excellent, we did it. Go team. Also, in any point in this game, especially in the Midgar section, if you suddenly have control of Cloud and you're not sure how to, progress the plot, try and leave. Just think like Cloud does at the beginning. How can I be as grumpy and antisocial as possible? Just leave. Just exit out of any and every situation, and you will trigger plot. So it's good. We should have kept that. Oops, also, don't mash on the pinball machine. There's a couple of spots where if you're too eager as a speedrunner, you actually pay for it. I've just demonstrated one for you. Please enjoy. Your names. The extra letters. There's a lot of plinking in this game. Plinking is where you use one button in order to move more spaces than you intend. And unfortunately, I don't know of anyone who's channeled the plinking into a positive means in this game, unlike games like Final Fantasy IV, but it certainly tries to make me take lots of menus I don't want to take. You'll see me try and quit the game multiple times, and it's not because I want to quit, it's because I've plinked down. Instead of hitting menus, I will go down and try and quit. I haven't actually quit yet. We'll see if today will be the day. Hey, we have a couple more folks we can name. The people who are left who can be named are Red 13, though we already know what we're gonna name Red 13. And yeah, we're gonna name Red 13 Faith. That means we do have Sid left to name, and if we're really like not on PB pace, Vincent as well. But I'm gonna tell you, if I'm on PB pace, I'm not naming Vincent. But we technically could.
Well, Vincent is Keishura.
Well, exactly. Okay, there we go. Done. Yes, we're all very sad about the dying of the Chrono Trigger run, but don't worry, Keishura will bring it back. We'll just turn this into a better/worse Chrono Trigger. You decide.
All right. So what should we name Sid for Chrono Trigger? Magus.
I was gonna say there is definitely a Sid in Chrono. Wait. Is anything in this game like a goblin? I would say Don Corneo, but that's insulting to goblins. I mean exactly that. What happened to the Earthbound run? It is already done. Angie Yuna did Boogie Percent, which is only an hour and a half long. So Chrono Trigger unfortunately had some ISP issues. Thank the internet. Or curse the internet. You know how that goes.
Thank rural Ohio internet.
Yeah. Yes, and everyone can fight as to who they love better, Tifa or Eris. They both get some love in this run. Though Eris especially gets some love. But Tifa hangs out with us longer, so, you know.
Also, I have the perfect name for Yuffie.
Okay. We don't name Yuffie, but that's good.
Darn, we don't name Yuffie.
We don't name Yuffie.
Well,
I would have to
name
go
Yuffie.
drastically out of my way to name her, and honestly, I'm not 100% sure how. So, it would be magical. Also, Cloud's currently being grumpy because he wants more money, and Barrett's being the best dad and spending his daughter's education savings on more eco-terrorism. You know how it goes. Earl for mayor. Done.
Yep. What I wanted to name Yuffie.
Love it. Okay, now we have a really important skip here. We lose so much time if we miss it. Okay, let's see if we get it. Super important. Okay. Okay, so we tell Barrett he's an idiot and skip 3 minutes of Materia tutorials. And then we're gonna leave the 4-year-old in order to mine the bar, which I'm not sure if it's a better or worse decision than eco-terrorism, but again, you decide. So anyone who used to know this route, it changed a little bit, so we've got a bit of item routing in order to make sure we get all of the money we need. So we're just hopping upstairs here and picking up that ether. We got the all materia, but it's just an incidental. Okay, now we're gonna do a bit of shopping. We're gonna sell, no, not one potion, sell all of them, please. We don't need those or that. We don't need things. What we do need are grenades. Grenades, mondo important. Okay. Now, the first skip that we're gonna do is coming up, and this part is available doable in every version. I have tested it in the Switch version. It works. Okay, let's see if we get it. Okay.
Spending the daughter's educational funds on eco-terrorism.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, just like, oh, we went too far. Sometimes you have to tap a button, and if you press it, everything is over. Okay. Bump. Okay, I'm just gonna tap. Nope. Tap. There we go. Then we're gonna do that. Okay, great. Also good? Okay, excellent. And away we go. So we just wiggled past some guards, skipping an entire section. That's an 18-minute time save from the original route. And here we are in Wall Market. And this is the reason why we cannot name heirs.
How do you do that?
How do I do that? Very precise lining up. And actually, that particular setup I did is the easiest setup I've ever learned. My friend Couch23 taught me that particular setup, and it's so much faster. So we don't get to name Eris because we have skipped the point in where you name her. So interesting, little bit of tidbit. If you actually go to the church and recruit her there, her default name is Eris with an S. However, if you recruit her in this manner and she comes with a default name, then it's Aerith with a TH. So this game doesn't do anything for trying to decide which is the correct name.
Name canon, not canon.
Yeah, which one's canon? I don't know, the game doesn't even know. Okay, so we're in Wall Market, and what we're doing is we're looking for Tifa. We saw/didn't see her come in here, and we want to make sure she's safe. So the best way to do that is, Don Corneo has her, and he only lets girls in, and we're not mean enough to let Eris go in by herself. So we are going to go on the quest to make Cloud the prettiest. And we need some very key items in order to do this. So this is the fetch quest version of, or portion of the game, where we're going to collect some items. And I am actually going to do a second skip shortly in order to get 2 of those items at the same time. And to do that, I'm going to demonstrate a glitch which I'm going to use multiple times in the run, which is activating a text box through pressing a button, and activate at the exact same time I activate a text box via movement. And by doing that, you get to move in sections of the game where you should not be able to move. Okay, so we're gonna, first off though, or I should say second off, we're gonna get some sushi. First off, we spoke to the Materia store owner, who was just like, hey, the inn has started selling something. This really drives me nuts. I need to know what it is. Can you go check it out? I'm not allowed in there. We just don't question that. So we're like, sure. But first, I need some sushi, which was all right. So we got some all right sushi. No big deal.
I had sushi while I was in Utah.
Well, exactly. It's not bad. They fried it, a little worrisome, but maybe it's one of those cooked rolls. And then we're going to scare this poor person, and we are going to get some digestive, because you know what? That sushi is really not sitting the best. Probably because they did whatever they did to it. However, we're going to have a little nap to make it feel better. But while we're here, let's buy the 200 gil item from the machine.
So if 1 gil is $1, are we spending 20 on some mysterious item?
200. Yeah, if 1 gil is $1, then we just spent 200 on who knows what from a random vending machine in an inn in a really sketchy place. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Also, I can math because I did say 1 gil is $1, $20.
Don't worry about it. You're fine. So we are giving this back, and it's apparently a protein drink set, which is upsetting for some reason, but we've done this fellow a favor. So we're getting the Diamond Tiara, giving us the first item we need. And now we need a dress, but unfortunately the dressmaker is in a bit of a slump, and so is hanging out at the bar, and we're being told if we can convince him to come back, we can probably get a dress, but we do have to fetch him. Okay, so off to the bar we go, and this is where we're going to do what's referred to as bar skip. Now, if I mess this up, I am going to soft lock. So, wish me luck. I did not safety save. But it's fine, because at most steps, I can back out. Okay, now we're going to walk around with this text box open. We're going to talk to the dressmaker. And before progressing the text, we're going to come back over. We're going to start oh, no we're not. Don't give it to her. Run away. Run away! We weren't exactly angled So we're going to step out and start again. As long as you can still move, you have not soft locked. You can abandon ship, which is exactly what we did. So you have to be at the right angle. Otherwise things mess up. So what I didn't do is shut the door first and then mash. So we're going to mash until the dressmaker says, what? A tough looking guy like that? Okay, there we go. So we're going to talk to the door, open it up again. We're going to talk to this random person. Hello. We're going to come back to sick person. We're going to mash again. There's 2 conversations happening. We're going to give her the medicine. We're going to wait for the second text box. We don't want a soft lock. Soft locking is bad. We're going to get by the door. We want a dress that feels soft and that shimmers. We're going to clear both of these text boxes. We are not going to clear the sexy cologne text box, because if you do, you start walking left into a table and it's rip run. So we got both the sexy cologne and have fetched the dressmaker all at one time. We don't have time for 2 separate conversations. We're going to talk to everybody at once. So that glitch, as far as I know, is also available in every version.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of dual conversations to kind of break the game. But you know what? We're not quite there. We have a dress, we have the perfume, we've got a tiara, but you know what we really need to make this fabulous? We need a wig. So it's time for everyone's favorite time. It's time for some squats. And yes, I believe Wally does still have the world record for this run. It is 1000% not me. Okay, so we're gonna focus up. This is 30 seconds of don't want to mess this up. This is actually harder than the skip I just did, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we don't want to practice. Okay, don't need to practice, so we're gonna go.
Yeah, I would be doing squats with this, but I'm just gonna be quiet.
Ain't no one got time for squats. Okay. As long as your opponent messes up at least once, you've got some safety. I've tried doing squats at the same time as doing this. Oh, one sec. Oh, I still absolutely destroyed them, even by missing one of them. But that's okay. See, even just that little bit of talking and sometimes you mess up. Squats are hard. Yeah, every time I try to do actual squats while doing this, things go very poorly. But we want the best wig. It is really important to get all the best versions of the items. Otherwise, things don't go as well as planned. What do you mean I'm a hooligan? Stop that. With that, we are ready. We have all of the gear. And as far as we're concerned, Cloud is the prettiest. Look, he just looks fabulous. We're ready to go. However, Eris looks absolutely amazing in her outfit, but it's not quite as dressy as we're looking for. So everyone here has these suggestions about you should wear this or this, and like Eris is like, nah, I got this. But no peeking.
I was always really curious if what Eris is wearing is actually like a pantsuit because of the 3D models.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not, but I think because of the 3D models, everything looks like a pantsuit. I think Tifa's is the only one that doesn't, but she has a short dress, so... Okay, we're ready. Let's see. It's up to Don Corneo now. Is Cloud the prettiest? So let's go back to the guard. And the guard is like, oh yeah, your friend? Smoking. You guys can both come in. We're good. I just want to point out, because it makes me giggle, the background text literally says poo. P-U-U. Why? But I don't question it.
It's oh, it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just says poo.
I missed the top stroke. I was like, no, that says Putsu. I was like, well, no, either way, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I don't question it. So here we are to rescue Tifa, who's just hanging out alone.
Wait. I know what it is.
What is it?
It's like poo, as in like Winnie the Pooh. So
got it.
they knew that they were making a game with Disney.
What's that? Kingdom Hearts spoiled writing Final Fantasy VII? So Tifa, of course, is a little confused about what's going on. It's like, who's here with you? Cloud? Okay, whatever. Why are you here? She's just like, I'm not going to question that you are now without doubt the prettiest. But why are you here? I'm Tifa. I didn't need saving. But we are looking for information. We know that Don Corneo has information on Shinra and what their plans are next. So we figure 3 is better than 1. If any of the 3 of us get picked, it means anyone can get information. However, we are looking for one very specific individual to get picked. Do we trust you, Eris? A person we literally just met? Absolutely. Like, who wouldn't? Come on. Yes, we have done a couple of glitches. Sorry, go ahead.
A person we've just met who just like forced their way into our party.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing suspicious about you whatsoever. Listen, we don't basement shame here. Okay, and up the stairs we go. We have been summoned. It is time to see who is the prettiest. Like, this whole sequence with the dawn is just creepy. I can't even. So we're all getting inspected in the creepiest way. Life goals do not be like Don Corneo. Like, just look. So creepy. Cloud's just being like, I'm here. Don't worry about it. We're fine. And so this healthy-looking girl was chosen. Now, if anyone is chosen other than Cloud, the next sequence is a lot longer because Cloud has to fight his way out of the room he's trapped in and then go to the room where the other person who didn't get picked is. So we don't have time for that. If we have Cloud chosen, which is the hardest to do, you automatically go into Don Corneo's room and can progress the plot without waiting. Why are you so creepy? Do I like you? No, I can't. I like Lutka.
I'm not sure why my mic is spiking, everyone. I have no...
She's trying. So yes, also Don Corneo's bed says heaven, which, creepy. Could you make Don Corneo any creepier? Oh, we know how. Let's make his bed say heaven. And yes, the Goblin Queen has spoken. That's why I said Liz. He can't be a goblin. That's an insult to goblins. There's so many terrible, just terrible, terrible characters. This game really did excel at making really good but absolutely dislikable characters. You wanted Don Corneo creepy? Well, they did it. They really succeeded. So we got the information we needed. However, why did he let us go? Because he's sure he'll win. And into the hole we go while he creepy dances. But that's okay. We're done with Don Corneo now.
My mom is downstairs singing at the cat.
I think that's a full-time job. Okay, so we did it. Now we're getting a little time up in the... I always forget this section is here, where we pop back to Shinra headquarters, where Reeve here is like, maybe we shouldn't drop a plate, because the plan that we discovered from Don Corneo is to drop the plate in Sector 7 on the people who are underneath, to kill everyone, as that's where Avalanche is headquartered. And Reeve is like, maybe we shouldn't kill, like, many innocent people, and the President Shinra is just like, maybe you should take a vacation. You seem a little tired, Reeve. And Reeve's like, awkward.
I guess the cat didn't like the singing because she came to see me.
Oh, yay, kitty. My kitty ran away just as I was starting, which was very rude. Okay, so we made it. No, what are you talking about? There's no glitches in this game. I'm anti-glitch. Wow, how many lies can I say in one sentence? I think every run I actually do is filled with glitches. Okay, so, bad has gone to even worse. We're in a sewer, and there's a sewer monster here. Hello. So we are gonna fight APS. But first, no, get back there. Stop it. And now we're gonna start using our beautiful grenades we just picked up. So grenades are gonna be in heavy use during this run, especially the beginning, because they're fairly inexpensive, they're long range, and they do way more damage than any of us can do with a regular attack. So we don't worry about it, we just pick up as many things as we can, which will allow us to pick up as many grenades as we can, and proceed. Yeah, they're not glitches, they're features. I agree. So luckily, this is just a hold B to win fight. Or hold confirm to win fight. I don't have my camera on, so you folks can't see that I'm running with an actual Super Famicom controller. So it's usually people, I tend to hold my controller high, and folks tend to be like, is that a Super Nintendo controller? And I'm like, yes.
I gave my cat a box, but she doesn't like it.
Why not?
I'm confused.
I don't know. That's because you gave it to her. Yes, the Chrono Trigger, the Chrono Runner had ISP issues, so she's joining me here. Say hello to Kay. She's doing a great job.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, let's not forget to split. Oh, I saved some time. That's nice. So
apparently, you're getting me at my best because Netara's Discord is like spiking my microphone, like the casual K experience.
That's it. That's the spirit. So we're gonna ignore literally everything in these sewers because don't pick up sewer things. Come on. Or at least clean them first. And we ain't got time for that. We're trying to save, maybe not the world, but people. And instead, we're gonna play in a train graveyard. Why does the FPS drop to F15 during the fight as opposed to 30 elsewhere? Because this game's programmed well? It's literally the way it's intended. The menus, the few times I go into the menus, are 60 FPS, which is just like, wow, what is happening? Why? So this attack is always that, as long as I've stepped basically the same every time, that is always a preemptive for me, which is lovely. Makes it easier to run away. So I'm going to be picking up a lot of stuff in this graveyard for selling. Technically, I don't really need these potions. I think 2 potions sell for not even enough for a full grenade, but I like the little bit extra anyways. If I buy enough potions, I convince myself I can buy more grenades. And grenades are where it's at, so we're going to keep doing that. Yeah.
But Runner, what about Materia?
What about Materia? Oh, don't worry, friends. There will be Materia used to great effect, but only very specific Materia. So there's a lot of Materia we're not going to use. And a lot of it only gets good when you've taken the time to level it up, and we don't have time for that. This is a 3-hour run. It would be much longer than that if we leveled up Materia. So, or most Materia.
Oh, you know what would have been really convenient? If a train decided to come by at this point in time, it would have been perfect.
That would have been great. So we are going to pick up that high potion. High potions are definitely of value. We can get for every, I think we can get about just under 2 grenades for 1 high potion cell. So we definitely want to pick those up. So yeah, it's entirely possible the game had a better frame rate on the PlayStation and they mucked that up, bringing it to the PC, but it is definitely not consistent in any way, shape, or form on the PC.
So Netara.
Aha!
There are high potions.
Yes.
Does that mean that there are also buy potions?
Ho 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 ho! No.
Oh.
Also, worst set of stairs right here. See if I can get them. I almost always walk right past them. Earthbound was boogie %, so it's done already. So you're here with us in Midgar, trying to escape. And doesn't it look so good? This is the remake. It's out early, everybody.
Exactly. You know, we got the remake. They gave it to us early. Netara learned the speedrun on it. This is actually the remake, and you saw it first on GDQ's Frame Fatales.
And listen, Shinra headquarters stairs are precious and are not to be hurt. We love those stairs. Okay, so we're setting Eris off. We're like, we're gonna save the pillar. You go save the 4-year-old who's been tending bar. Okay, let's see if we can do it. See if we can do it. Oh, no, didn't do it. I hate these stairs. Okay, that's still relatively okay. I fought with those stairs much more. The next worst set of stairs is in Nibelheim. And we're gonna, thankfully, they gave us a free heal. So even though we were close to dead after fighting that boss, we're doing A-okay now. Yeah. Yeah, your OBS just hates good games. Which is the worst. Why? Unfortunately, we are not actually going to save Jesse this time. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry to anybody who has to hear, like, I guess your mic, your Discord is spiking my mic?
I don't know, you keep changing because, like, you're really loud right now.
Let's blame blame Yagamoth's computer.
Yeah, we're gonna blame. Hey, Yaga. Okay, so we're gonna mash through because we don't need to menu. Oh, are we blaming the cat? Wow, that's a harsh take there. Are you sure you want to stand by that take? Okay, so the Turks have showed up, Reno in tow, telling us it's too late, the act is done, the pillar is going to be destroyed, and we're going to try and kick his butt. Now, we're hoping... Ooh, that might be really good RNG. Let's see if that's good. We want to get as many people to attack Reno before he triangles someone. Pyramids someone, I apologize. Okay, don't do Cloud. Yes, we're getting the good fight. So, we're guaranteed to have one person pyramided, and they just lose the rest of their turns for this battle. But it only takes 8 grenades to remind Reno that he left his oven on and he's gotta go. So if we can manage to get someone to get a grenade out before they get pyramided, this fight is actually a little bit faster, because we got the good RNG. However, I rarely do get that good RNG, so I'm delighted right now. Not gonna lie. I'll be honest, there's not too many people in this game who are safe from any sort of blame. Okay, we did it. Ooh, that's a gold split. No one can see that, but that's a gold split. We did it. Okay, so Tifa's trying to save things. She can't. Cloud can't either. Everybody is sad. But look, it's Seng, and he has a new friend in Eris. We're not happy about this. But in the part that we skipped right over by wiggling, we learned that the Turks are actually after Eris. She's something special, and they need her for evil plots of some sort. And they are going to... so they're taking her. They managed to take a good opportunity and took her. And please don't hit people. That's rude. We say after throwing 8 grenades at Reno. But you know. What is the world record for... what's the record for 100%? Way longer than I want to debate. I actually have no idea. I know the main not any percent run is somewhere between 6 and 8 hours. Okay, so I purposely got behind Barrett there to kind of trigger him to start moving, because he'll run around for a while otherwise, and we don't have time for that. However, we're going to jump on right here. We're going to use his arm as a chair. I just don't question that. But we've escaped! Go team! Not so good for everyone else who did not escape. I don't actually know any information about the 100% run. I recommend checking out speedrun.com. It would have all of the information. But I
found the Kainos 100%.
Okay.
It's talked about called Karnage.
So you know how you said your ISP was liking Discord? It changed its mind.
Oh, cool.
Okay, you're good now. You had a little bit of robot. But I think you're fine. Also,
I'm a robot.
I am a robot. Also, please enjoy President Shinra just casually listening to some opera music, very creepy-like, while watching people burn. I love how Kay is one of the people tossing Mr. Destructoids into the channel. Beep, beep, boop. It's barely subs, 19 hours. Yeah, Rivers. That's why I don't run it. I don't have time for the 7-hour like regular run. I definitely don't have time for that. I forget what the actual... It might be glitchless? I don't know that the main run is glitchless, but I think it's... No Yuffie skip. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, see, we did state that Keishara was here when internet allows, so just let us know. I'd say let us know when there's Robot, but she's coming through my Discord stream, so if I can hear Robot, you can hear Robot. I think Barrett paid us in advance, which is a little unfortunate. For Barrett, I mean, but we're fine. So we're gonna mash through some text. Yeah, Barrett's gonna very ineffectually shoot billets at an entire, sector's worth of rubble. I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, our friends are all gone. We are very sad. And as far as Barrett is currently concerned, he believes that Marlene is also under that pile of rubble. But Tifa quickly lets us know that Eris actually whispered something to her from the airplane, and what it was is that she got Marlene Effley. So the plan is we are going to go to Eris's house, and we're going to see if she's there. But first we have to wait and deal with Cloud just being grumpy, as usual. He's honestly not that grumpy, but at the beginning of the game, like all throughout Midgar, at least for the first bit here, he's just like grump, grump, grump. Gotta leave, can't hang out, gotta go. That's okay. He didn't go too far. But he is starting to care a little bit. He wants to save Eris. No, we think Marlene's okay. Barrett just thought she was dead. We haven't actually confirmed she's okay. So everyone, let's get some rooting in, make sure Marlene's okay. Like, she's 4. That's sad. What's wrong with their arms? That's a question I ask every day, but choose not to really dwell on. Also, welcome to houses that shoot missiles at you. Speaking of things we just don't question in this game.
As I understand it, we do get both Ascent and Yuffie.
Yes, well, we definitely get Vincent. We see Yuffie. We definitely see Yuffie. That counts, right? And I think she's officially in our party? I don't know. Anyways, we're just gonna walk through some flowers and steal this ether. Don't know what that materia is? Don't care. We don't need it. Goodbye, materia. And now, it's time for flashbacks! And story time! The first! There are many story times in this run. But this one is all about Eris. And how she's not Almira's real daughter. How they discovered she had powers. And why the Turks are after her. Super, super riveting. The first or maybe second time you see it. By the 30th or 40th time you see it, you really start wishing for a turbo. At least there's really good music though, so we enjoy that instead. Cover. It probably is. I know there's a cover materia around. There are some backup strats which use cover, but I don't use it. Listen, Zach had his chance. Now it's Cloud's turn. Does anyone have Eris emotes? Because this is the time to spam them in channel. While we learn about how this wonderful person came into Almira's life. That's a very good point. This is an excellent time to really explain this FPS counter. So in this specific run that I'm doing, the any percent run, there are 2 versions. There's the one that I'm running, which is just straight up any percent, and then there's the more casual learning version, which is any percent free FPS. So what that means is, depending on the equipment you're using and anything, the FPS really varies. I know when I run this without any sort of fix on my laptop, it runs at like 34 frames per second in the parts where I'm supposed to have 30. So I end up getting really excellent times. So if you are not able to or don't want to set up the fix you need in order to average things out to 30 FPS to even out times, then you can just submit your time to free FPS. But if you want your time to be considered for just the straight up any percent category, you need to have your video FPS displaying at all times. So it indicates that you are using the FPS fix or other such means to ensure that your field FPS stays at 30. So it doesn't care about menus, it doesn't care about fighting, it doesn't even care about the world map, but anywhere else that you're walking around has to average 30 frames per second. So as that's the main category I run, unless there's some reason I can't have it set up, I like to have my FPS displaying, so that's your explanation. Please enjoy. Lately it's been doing this spiking thing, so you'll see it go up somewhere like 0.40, and then it'll go a bit lower, and then it'll average back out, so far it's good. What's this? Muffins gets to sit down and watch? Everyone, let's give some cheers to Muffins, who is doing such amazing work in the background to keep us going, to deal with schedule changes, tech issues, and just restreaming this whole thing. So, big, huge shout outs to Muffins. We all owe her, like, delicious goods and beverages.
Muffins.
And muffins, yeah. I'm assuming she likes muffins. If she, in fact, does like muffins. Okay, so once again, we had an opportunity to move, and what did we do? We tried to leave, because, you know, Cloud is still grumpy. Okay, so we did it. We've gotten our backstory, so we are ready to go and save Eris. But she is up in the Shinra HQ, and we're not quite sure how to get there. So that means a return trip to Wall Market. But first, shopping. Shopping's super important. Now, we're gonna sell some things, which includes not grenades, only one of the high potions. No, both of them, please. Okay, now I do again need to leave a certain amount of money, otherwise this run goes very poorly. I can actually... Yeah, there we go. We're ready. So we bought... That is our actual last shop of grenades, so we need those grenades to last us. And providing everything goes well, that's going to be more than enough for the times where we need it. However, if things do not go so well, it's why you want to make sure to have a few extra. Now, we saved about 700 gil because there's a little tiny bit more shopping we're going to need to do before we go. First is some safety shopping, and second is to buy the batteries we're going to need in order to get to Shinra HQ. And hey, I'm sure this is a really nice looking playground before, you know, disaster hit.
Did you know that not only is this the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but that this is also made in RPG Maker?
Made in RPG Maker? Wow! So we're gonna walk right past our squatting zone and we're gonna go to guns. Guns, guns, guns. But first thing we're gonna buy is not a gun. We are going to buy a mithril rod. Now that's a safety for later. 9 chances out of 10, I'm not even gonna need it. But if I need it and don't have it, that is literally rip run. There is no backup, there is no recovery, there is good job, you're done. So you always want to make sure to pick that up unless you're literally going for PB attempts, which I'm currently not. Okay, but looks like for a little bit of climbing and with the help of some batteries, we're going to be able to make it to Shinra headquarters. Also, shoutouts to the English on the wall. It looks like it says avalanche or avalanche. Avalanche spelled, you know, not correctly. Kaiser Zero, the joke is that this is the remaster, or the remake. So, but it is in fact the HD remaster. I'm playing it on Steam, but any versions of the HD remaster work for the run. On PC, work for the version I'm doing. So whether you buy it from somewhere that isn't Steam, it will still work, but I personally run it through Steam. Okay, battery the first. They make us buy 3 batteries, but we only need 2.
Adjusted my mic sound.
Oh, now you're really super quiet. Like, I can barely hear you levels of quiet. Wow. Okay. I'm also sure the remake will have its own, like, grammatical errors, because let's be real, there are not many games in existence that make it out without. Okay. Oh, battery. Okay, now we're going to try and do a sound cue here, so let me just climb up and see if we can get this first try. Okay, we're going to just wait a second. Got her. So as long as you use the sound cue for that, you should get a first try every time. But I'm sure most people in here struggle a lot with that in casual. And now we climb. Climb to sweet freedom. And by freedom, I mean...
Turn it up again?
Okay. You have or you're going to?
I have.
Okay, you're a little bit louder. I can hear you. So yes, this remaster, you're right, it absolutely shines in some places, but in the places they make it shine, it makes the things they didn't really touch up really kind of stick out and look kind of awful. Thankfully, I don't have to do dolphin jump in this run. probably one of the reasons I do it. Yeah, that jump is the worst, and I'm pretty sure I still can't do it, because I don't know the cue. Sound is good now. Chat says you sound fabulous. So, this is one of my favorite parts of the game, because we're presented with a very important decision here. And that is, are we going to listen to Barrett and just bust in the front door? Or are we going to listen to Tifa or Scala and sneak in the back? And we're going to tell Luca here, yeah, we're busting in the front, and lie outrageously and go and sneak in the back.
Obviously.
So, obviously. I don't have time for busting in. And actually, because of one of the strats we're doing, I have to go in this way. There's an item sitting on the stairs which I have to pick up. If anyone has watched me run this before and is used to me skipping it, got some news for ya. Netara learned a new strat. It's exciting. It's a little RNG dependent, but it's still faster. Mostly. Okay, keep going. Don't. So we're gonna run up a whole lot of stairs. This sequence is always a little funny because it's Barrett complaining and Tifa having zero time for his nonsense. It's a lot of Barrett. Barrett, I will throw you down these stairs myself. Just watch me. I will turn this stair around. There's at least one point where Barrett's like, can I just go back? And Tifa's like, it's too late. We're already past the halfway point. And yes, it is, if you get perfect RNG, it is possible to make the elevator faster. However, there's an item we need on the stairs, and it's guaranteed to always be the same amount of time, providing you can walk correctly, which I'm choosing not to, apparently. And that makes it a lot more average. So it's really good, and we get the item we need.
Yeah, so we're naming everything Chrono Trigger schemed because I was not able to...
You're loud again.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was not able to run my game because my internet wouldn't allow me, but
Yes.
I can commentate so far as my internet allows.
She's helping out. She's asking
I'm
all the
whispering.
questions. She's whispering, yes. We apologize. For some reason, Kay's mic is also arguing along with her internet, so...
I think it's your OBS. I'm gonna blame you.
Okay, cool. I'm accepting all blames. I can't do anything about it, though. Yes, this is the stair run simulator. How did you know? Soon to be downloaded on all of your mobile devices. You too can run up 1 billion stairs. 1,000,000,000,000. So, for anyone who's joining us, Luca is Barrett, Shala is Tifa, and Cloud is Chrono. And Tifa's screaming a lot at Barrett. Okay, getting that elixir. I was really afraid I was going to forget it because the way I used to run this, I used to do the safe strat. But it was also the slower strat, which didn't use the elixir. But I use it now. I need it, so...
What's this, Netara? Are you trying to go for faster times and not safer times?
I know, right? Throwing safety strats out the window. Have you also noted I haven't safety saved once? Anyone who's new...
Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm the big person always telling everyone to safety save. When in doubt, safety save.
You just remember, save Tara.
Save Tara. But no, not today. Today we're running upstairs. So, Shala has remembered that she is in fact wearing a very short pair of shorts and or skirt and does not want us walking behind her anymore. And we're like, okay, cool. We respect your boundaries. We're not sure why you...
That took a really long time.
It does. You're just like, okay, this has been going on for a while, but again, we respect your boundaries, so, cool, no problem. And once again, though, Barrett's too slow, so it didn't really fix anything.
Now, see, the funny thing is everybody's saying you're quiet.
Yeah. They're saying, I don't know why they keep saying I'm quiet. I'm not... Usually people have to turn down my microphone because I'm too loud. I'm not quite sure what I've done. All my sound things are really loud. Marlene, Daddy wanted to see your face again one more time. It's my favorite line. It's just the height of Barrett just being done with these stairs. If there's anyone who's a drama queen in this game, it's Barrett. Like, no word of a lie. Also, for that person who gave all the gift subs, thank you! I'm sure everyone who received them really appreciates it. So enjoy all of your fabulous new emotes. Yes, there is a line you can't repeat in chat. One of the ways this game did not age well. I doubt we will see that line in the remake. Not gonna lie. Okay, we made it. Everybody, we're live. Barrett wasn't quite sure for a while, but we did it. Yes, Barrett's the best date option. So we have to do a menu here, because in order to really do this next fight effectively, we need weight on, and we're gonna do some equipping. No, get in the Materia menu. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. Okay, lightning. Nobody needs ice. Ice is overrated. We are gonna do some magic now, though. I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of a cure. There we go. And now we're ready. Let's hurt some. See if we can do this. So we're gonna use a technique. We're gonna wait trick. So we are gonna sit in menus. Don't do that. That's not good. We're gonna sit in menus in order to make up some time. Because while in wait, ATB does not move while you're in menus. So we're abusing that terribly. Another thing we're going to attempt to abuse is the fact that these enemies, when their armor is destroyed, their ATB resets, so they will not get to attack again. Also, please note that their feet faced forward before the armor disappeared, and now they have backwards rollerblades. I'm not judging, but it is a little weird. Not gonna lie. Okay, red one left.
I've also turned down the stuff that Discord captures.
Okay, because you are still a little loud, but I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so we got another tranquilizer. We're going to be using those later, so that's nice. We're going to put things back to active because things are so much faster when we're running away from enemies, but we will be putting it back to wait for the next boss. So we are starting on elevators. Don't accidentally select the first floor. There's a soft lock hiding down there if you're not careful. Plus, it's a time waste. Okay, and now it is time for some guard sneaking. No particular reason I know this, but did you know you can only fail this 4 times before it'll pass you on automatically? No reason I mentioned that. AKA, when I was learning it, I was very, very bad. Like, really bad. Okay, so we're gonna do a bit of serious time here for a moment. Because you waste grenades otherwise.
So I hope everybody's enjoying the Final Fantasy VII remake. We did get it early.
Yeah, we're never letting that joke go. Sorry, not sorry. We're taking it a little safe here because we're in a marathon. We did it! Go team! It's always such a good feeling to not get spotted on that because it's so particular. Now we're gonna walk up to someone, say absolutely nothing, and they're gonna hand us their security card. Please do not do this! This is terrible building security. I'm sure everyone in here knows that, but in case you don't, do not do. Chrono Trigger Z7. That's really incredibly hard to say, but looks cool. So you're supposed to check these bookshelves in order to find out what the password is, as it changes every time. However, we only need the actual pass and not the extra item, so we just guess. It can only, of the 6 options provided, it can only be the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th options. The 3rd and 4th options will never be the correct ones, so we just guess, and we lucked out this time, and it was the first time. First option was correct. It was best. But I think it's Orb and Hojo will never be the correct ones. But see, that's not, next one, tailgating. No, we will tailgate later. This one, and now a puzzle. Speaking of, this one's not so much bad security as it is really, really heckin' weird security. Like, why? Why would this be a security measure? I think someone was, like, really bored. So, the way this one works, as long as you put the first piece you pick up into the frontmost empty space, you can actually pick up these pieces in any order. And I actually went out of my usual order for no particular reason. It's irrelevant anyways, because As long as you do it that way, all of the chests are open from the get-go. It's just they all close as soon as you've opened one, so you can't just run around opening them all. So now I can at least I can go to the chests in whatever order I like, and I can go to insert the pieces in whichever order I want. So... But it means you can make up whichever order is best for you and do that, as long... That first chest I went to is non-negotiable, and the first spot you put it in is non-negotiable.
Listen, I'd like to negotiate this negotiation.
That's why it's called non-negotiable. Okay. But no buts. Not allowed. Okay. I love how not only do we have a silly puzzle, it's super up to date. It already has dropped the plate. Like, someone in Shinra needs a bigger workload, or just to be fired, because they obviously do not have enough to do. And it's like, instead of putting that Midgar piece in there, they put a pass. Like, why? Why would you do? Also, I'm occasionally gonna sing to the music. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, and the last piece is in. Ding-ding. But another chest opened. What's up after the next run? That is actually an excellent question and not one I can answer for you. So we got our pass. We're just going to walk up the stairs, and it's time for a meeting, which we are not going to attend through the front door. We're supposed to be sneaky. So instead, we're going to crawl in the pipes.
Coming up after this run is actually Tiny Toon Adventures NES.
Ooh, that's nice. Do I open all the chests to get those aromas? Only if I find the right key items. Okay. So we're just gonna mash through all the big employees are here. Palmer is terrifying as usual, especially when he cracks literally in half. I don't question that. Ooh, the Kuso block is next. Will I sing One Wind Angel? I will attempt to. I have a little bit of bad news about that song, though. And here's Hojo, somehow looking even more creepy with the open mouth. Didn't really think it was possible. Hey, at least Shinra's in the ventilation is getting lots of airflow. I don't know what sass is. Please define. Oh, Scarlet, you could have been one of the only smart people. Instead, you chose to be terrifying. And smart, but terrifying. Okay, so we're done. So we're gonna crawl backwards. I always blame magic for any inconsistencies in games and worlds like this. It's like, why does that not work correctly? Oh, I know, magic.
I'm happy to say I have the cat.
Yay, cat claiming! And this is a category that's been around for a while. It is a major glitch category, which is how it is so short. However, it has been around for a while. I've been running it for over a year. There is still the full game category, which is closer to 8 hours. I think it's closer to 7 hours these days. But it is definitely magical. Yeah, the magic you're seeing here is in fact the HD remaster PC exclusive. It doesn't work on the PS4, that's confirmed. I believe it doesn't work on the Switch, because I think that one's actually ported from the PS version rather than directly from the PC. So, I'm almost positive it doesn't work. I can tell you the guard wiggle and the bar skip do work on the Switch version, as I have confirmed that myself. I haven't gotten far enough to test the rest of it, though.
Netara the Tester. Test Tara.
That does not sound like me at all, in fact. Also, shoutouts to literally the worst hiding spot in existence. We, the audience, can see Cloud. Hojo could definitely see Cloud. Like, you are not hidden. At all. Ever. Please stop pretending. So, we have found a fire puppy. And Tifa, don't do it. Don't. Oh, why do you. Every time. Don't tap on the glass, Tifa.
Tifa's just like, puppy!
Why do people have mouths now? Did you know that was actually in the original version, but they covered them up, and for some reason, I don't know who thought it was a good idea, they decided not to keep them covered up in this new version. Not only are there open mouths, but there's any boss battle where you're fighting an actual person, such as Rufy or Yuffie. Wow, Rufy or Yuffie, wow. Rufus or Yuffie.
Sephiroth.
Or Sephiroth, but less so Sephiroth. Look at their eyes. It's creepy. Really, really creepy. Much more creepy than the mouths. See, and non-NPC characters look good. Okay, bye. We'll see you soon. Okay, yes, there's a high-pitched noise. So we're getting this materia, we need it. But before we go in the elevator, we are going to go back into wait, because we're going to use this wait trick again for this coming boss. And Keishara was going to do the Chrono Trigger run, if her internet had not been really rude. Enix, most likely not. This does not work on the Xbox One version either. Again, I haven't confirmed, but I believe essentially the Xbox One and the PS4 versions of this are the same. So they did patch it out. Yeah, there's no trains. Yeah, this train we're on, not even a train. So, Hojo, in his infinite wisdom, in huge quotations, has decided since both Red and Eris are the last of their species, if he breeds them together, he will save both of their species. And no! Just no! Hojo, just no. Also, Chrono Trigger is sadly not happening. There was an internet issue, so the runner, Keishara, is here with me instead.
Hi.
She's hanging out. Like, we just don't go there. And so Red is doing the only intelligent thing here and trying to chew his chest out. I can't see it's a problem. We're gonna try and get, I believe we're gonna try and get Chrono Trigger at another event. So don't worry, there will be more Chrono Trigger, but we don't think the internet can be fixed that soon. Okay, so bye friends. What's your name? Okay, we have a very important name here. Let's see if we can do it right this time. No, stop this. Why do you do this? This is the plinking. You have to be very precise. We don't want that, like, stop. Okay, where's the H? There you go. There we go. Yeah, faith in here. Okay, we've got it. Let's do it. So, we're here with this boss. Now, what's really annoying about this boss is the fact these little pill bugs in the front. We don't need to kill them. They're in the way and annoying. So, we want them to attack as little as possible. So, we're going to wait trick so they get very few opportunities. So again, wait tricking is where we're going to sit in the menu and only do commands once folks are done with them. So we should just get this constant chain. Pillbug, got him. Pillbug, no! This is why nobody likes you. Looks like we get an attack here, and we're just going to wait. Dink. Makes this fight go quite fast. You just get this chain of grenades going off. And the fight's over! Goodbye! Blam. We did it. So with that, another boss is down. And we have saved Eris. Go team! Listen, we want to get all the faith spam going here. If you have a subscription to this channel, faith spam. Okay, so we're done. We have saved Eris, so we're on our way out. We want to leave. Oh, I did a thing where I went into a menu too early. Excellent, good. Still travel down though. So we're fine. So we're setting it back into active because again, random encounters are still on, and they are much, much faster to run away from when we're inactive.
Why is that?
Because we don't have to wait. Our ATB menus continue moving even when other people are doing things, so that is excellent. Otherwise, if we're in wait, every time we're being attacked, our ATB gauge just pauses and hangs out, which is boring. Like, nobody likes that. But we've made it to the elevator. Sweet freedom. Oh, wait. press up, please? Accusations. How rude! I never apologize for that joke. Yeah, the battle FPS is always just, like, ridiculous. You're like, why is this happening? This looks exactly like Chrono Trigger to me. What do you think, Kay?
I mean, I run Chrono Trigger, and this is exactly what always happens. Like, this is the trial sequence right here.
Exactly.
Make sure you say no twice.
Yeah, say no twice.
Second option.
Can do. Can do, boss. Sadly, there are actually no options in this part. There's just mashing through the megalomaniac president, gloating. We ain't got time. We don't have Frog. We had Faith instead. Actually, it would have been a little amusing to make Red 13 Frog instead, but that's okay.
But Faith is better.
Faith is better, exactly. Yeah, we went there. Why would you apologize? I don't understand what this is. Yes, this is the Chrono Trigger remake. Doesn't it look so good? All those polygons.
Exactly. This is the Chrono Trigger remake we have all been waiting for.
Negative.
And Tara's like, I'm not even gonna give you that.
I just can't even. It's funny though, when we speak about Nanaki and his name, in the speedrun where we're not sillily naming people, we actually don't change Red 13's name because he doesn't really ever say his name. He's always just like, hi, I'm Nanaki. So we don't need to bother renaming him because his name isn't actually Red 13 either. So it does not lose us any time to just spam his name and leave it. Yeah, this is part of the distant future. So we were given a whole bunch of options to select there as to who we wanted to talk to. Now, the only person we actually want to talk to is Eris, because actually we don't care about talking to her. But until we have the option we need to progress the plot does not appear. We can talk to everyone else and nothing changes until we talk to Eris. So we have this little jealousy conversation, which is really sad. Let's just all be friends. I think everything could use more time travel. So they're actually asking Eris, so all this stuff they're talking about the promised land, hearing the planet, are you hearing it? And she's like, I don't know. Beats me, maybe. So even Eris doesn't really know, but she is like, I don't know what the promised land is. I think the president is chasing a dream. So, oh hey, look, the door is open. So this is one of my favorite terrible sequence of events. Like this sequence is just silly. Okay, so, hey, look, the door is open. Wonder how that happened. Let's check it out. Oh look, there's a guard. Let's go tell Tifa. Shella, wake up. Oh hey. The door's open. Let's check it out. Like, it's just repeating the same sequence over and over because everyone's micromanaging. Like, just let one person do it and pass the information along, friends. Okay, now let's go check our next friend. Hey. Oh, hey, look. The door's open. Let's check it out. Like, please. Talk to your team. Don't redo good work. But it's fine, we're all free, the doors are open, the music is sinister for no particular reason, and someone spilled, you know, ketchup or something all on the floor. And by on the floor, I mean literally everywhere.
Oh dear.
It's a little gruesome in here. But didn't you know? Final Fantasy VI did get a remake. Ha ha ha. It needs an actual better remake. So we're going to keep running from everything. Thankfully, that's a preemptive, because we don't have time for attacking. Red 13's there to give us some, what I'm sure is very important information. But we don't have time to talk. Someone left us a trail, and we're going to follow it. It would be rude to do so otherwise. And yeah, this is a lot of blood. A lot of monsters or things were killed.
As my good friend Netara would say, ain't got time for that.
Ain't got time for that. Truth. So, we did it. We are going to do a little bit of investigating first, though. Yeah, sinister? That music's not sinister. That sounds normal to me. So unfortunately, President Shinra is dead. And the sword that did it looks to be Sephiroth's sword, the Masamune. But hey, don't worry everyone, Palmer's okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Also, the Masamune is in here. This is definitely Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, exactly. See? The Masamune is here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, just remember, we all hate Palmer. I wish we could have stopped him here, but alas, we let him go. But don't worry, Rufus is here. So let's go meet that helicopter. And it so turns out that one President Shinra might be dead, but a second has arrived. The Vice President has received a promotion in his father's death, so Rufus is here to let us know what a crew. And he is here to, instead of his father, who ruled through money and bribing and just pure tyranny, Rufus is here to rule by fear. And we're like, oh, good. So much better. Just what we wanted.
I mean, none of us were afraid after that plate fell. Nope.
Not at all. Well, apparently he's going to step up the game. But you're here, you're here, Rufus, so we're so glad. Hey, look, he blinked. How nice. So Cloud suddenly, for the first time, like all game, is ridiculously alarmed and is like, "You folks, you gotta get out of here. Just flee." And so we're like, "Okay, cool, we'll do. If you insist." Okay, now I'm actually. Oh, I can't. I was gonna safety save here. I should have safety saved before. That's fine. I'm just gonna be super careful. The last run of this I did actually died midway through because of a rarity. But I'm sure we're fine. No, remove it. So we just remove some equipment and away we go. Did you seriously give us a random encounter right here? Rude. But we're fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it.
Don't even. So in this upcoming fight, we're going to prove exactly the beauty and the absolute majesty of the grenade. Because I'm sure everyone has remembered coming to this fight and being like, oh my goodness, I can't hit it. I equipped the wrong things. I don't have materia on. I don't have a long-range weapon. How am I supposed to kill this set of enemies? Well, my friends, the answer is grenades. Did I mention earlier that they were long range? So the main thing for this fight is to hold A to win. However, we're keeping an extraordinarily close eye on Eris's HP because we need her to live. We don't actually care what happens to anyone else, but we need Eris to live. Because she needs the levels from this set of fights. Before we started doing the guard skip, it wasn't so bad. She could die and it was a little rude, but it wasn't as awful. However, now it is critically important that she does not die in this series of fights. So we are going to use her limit. I'm probably going to safety use her limit now in a moment. Just because it's a marathon and everything went so poorly last time I did this series of fights. So there we go. We need her to live. Absolutely. Listen, Eris is fine. She's a good teammate and very effective with her grenades. I can neither confirm nor deny what this run contains. Only that we will finish it in approximately 3 hours. Okay, one half done. Time for second half. The Heligunner. Listen, Eris she has some solid work to do in this speedrun. And so we have to take care of her so she can take care of us.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I'm speaking completely seriously, you don't even need to revive her with a glitch. Like, she doesn't die.
Truth. That is a fact. Also, I just hit my microphone. I apologize. Okay, we're almost there, folks. Couple more grenades, and that's the end of this incredibly hard boss fight. The wall. Interesting. love how the boss just kind of spins. It's like, don't worry, I'm just here spinning. Don't worry about it. Not only are we halfway through Disc 1, we're approximately halfway through the run. Providing RNG is not really rude to us. It could be. I think I saved some time. Oh, we saved some time. Yeah. Okay, we don't need the menu. We just need to, you know, fight Rufus. So, we have an important strat here, and that is do not go to doesthedogdie.com because I have some bad news for you. The dog dies. So we have to take out Dark Nation first. Dark Nation is a jerk and likes to protect Rufus. He's a very good dog, but not to our benefit, so we have to stop him. You can actually use Cloud's Limit in this fight, however, there is a chance that the damage roll will be slightly too low and you will not kill Dark Nation first turn. So if you're short on grenades, if you had some mishaps earlier, you can just use your limit, but I'm not short on any, so we're doing well. Also, please check out that helicopter. I don't know who is piloting it, but they should probably be fired. Like, what is happening here? Also, look at his eyes. They're really creepy. And Rufus has realized that he also left the stove on, and it's gone to turn that off. So just don't fret, we're fine. But we made it! Go team! Okay, we're gonna do a quick menu here, because currently we have no Materia, and we need it. Materia, super important. Okay, go team. Come on. Ba-la-da. Do-do-do. Okay, now we're an hour and a half in, and I have not saved yet, so there's only so far I'm willing to push my not safety saving. So we're gonna save and continue on, because I would hate to lose an entire run for bad things here. So we've met up with Tifa, Eris has made it to the bottom.
Bad things? There's only the best minigame in the whole thing.
Right? Speaking of minigames, I hope everybody likes motorcycles, because we are about to have some. So I am going to let you all bask in the majesty, which is this cutscene, before we get our first minigame. It's gonna be great! What's the name of the song? This is the battle theme. Tifa's telling everyone to hurry up. I love this cutscene. Like, look at those bikes. So pretty.
And the truck.
I can't hear you.
That's alright.
Okay, here we go. Now, this is really important. We are looking for 3 red motorcycles. The AI of the motorcycles change depends on their color. We want red, nothing but red. And you can only have 3 motorcycles on the screen at a time. Okay, we got 2. RNG, be kind. Come on, give us a 3rd. Give us a 3rd. No, no buts.
Red 13?
Red 13's great. Why are there only 2 here? Oh, this is the blue one. No, we don't like blue. Don't destroy one of my reds. We need those. So the AI for the red ones is as long as Cloud is swinging his sword, they will not overtake him. So welcome to Button Mashing Motorcycle Edition. So if anyone has ever struggled with this minigame before, here you go. Now this is RNG. You can never get 3, or you can start off with 3. But we did good. I hate this because you actually have to mash pretty quickly in order to keep up with it, or time it very precisely, which I ain't got time for. So, here we go. It's the great, and this is, you can do this in literally every version of the game. Yeah, this is the way the motorcycle game was meant to be played.
Wow,
Why would you actually try and, like, sometimes you do. You have to get vaguely okay at this game, though, for the times there are bad RNG. Any damage you take in this particular section does carry through to the boss fight, which happens shortly. So you don't want that to happen. So instead, hey now, we didn't say you could do that. Come back here. Someone tried to get out of line. That's rude. No, rude's a Turk. That joke never gets old. It really should, and it's been how many? 20 years? Still not old. Oh my god. Cloud's hair. Oh wow, it is floppy. You literally just pointed out I have never noticed ever. And I've been running this for a while now. That is amazing.
Oh,
Will you be able to do this in the remake? Probably not. Okay, we did it. And now we're being chased by a giant robot machine. What could possibly go wrong? Also, the creepy blinking. I pointed out now, but just remember the creepy blinking. It's not like we'll see it again. Okay, so we gotta count, everyone. So you're gonna count with me.
I can count to 3.
Okay, no, we're counting to 5, 4, 4. Magic numbers. 5, 4, 4. Okay, we need Cloud first, though. So, please be nice and give us no. Okay, so that's 1. We are at 1. So we want 5 attacks for Cloud and 4 for each of the other 2, and this is going to manipulate this boss fight. Okay. So that's 2. Yeah, no, this is not guessing. This is strict numbers. 5, 4, and 4. So we're at 2 for everybody. Motorball, stop being rude. Okay. There's 3. 3. And 3. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this looks a little scary, but providing everything goes well, we are A-okay. What could possibly go wrong? 4. 4. 4. So now we're just waiting on our 5. And our 5. There it is. Oop, there it is. So my finger is off the button. I am pressing no buttons. Now, as soon as Motorball starts to counterattack, which is to change form, then we're going to start attacking again. Here we go. So by waiting that little pause, we actually manipulate the boss's AI script and we skip the counterattack, because that would have hurt a lot. So Motorball's actually almost dead. So if you're ever fighting Motorball and are very sad about it... Oop, that's a little faster than we wanted.
I had known that like 2 years ago.
Right?
I played this again casually.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's fine. He's almost dead, so some people can die here. Bye, Cloud. You worked hard. You deserve a nap. Bye, Motorball. You also worked hard, but you didn't quite do it. Okay, so it is time for our next glitch. This glitch coming up is called Barrett Skip. So, like the bar skip I did earlier, this is going to we're going to talk to someone at the same time we try to activate a move to activate text box. And if we get them both on the same frame, we're going to be able to move in a section we should not be able to move in for fun and glory. But this is the end of Midgar. We have just about escaped. So this is where the magic starts happening, but not quite yet. We got about 20 or so minutes until things start getting really weird. But yes, let's see how this goes. This is frame perfect, so this could take me a few tries. You'll know when it works, because the text will go a little funny. Oh, so close. Nope, we didn't get it that time. Let's stay here for a while. We do not want to go out without doing this. Dun, dun, dun. Nope. Walked a little bit too quickly there. Whoop. There we go. What happened to the text? Let's go. Bye, team. So we do that for a very important reason. But first, speaking of safety saving. Our HP is a little low here, so we have left Midgar. We have reached the world map for the first time, and we are heading over to Kalm, where we are going to have a party. Yeah, that 3 times speed on the Switch is pretty sweet, but also a little confusing. Yeah, speedrunning's fun. Okay, so we've made it to Kalm, so we're going to do another safety save, just because once I get in the habit of safety saving, it's just nothing but saves all the way down. So, we're about to get story time. I hope everybody loves story time, because that's what we're here for. I certainly love story time. But first, shopping. It's the only thing we love more than story time. Okay, just don't get in my way, friendos. Okay, this is the item store. Thank you so much for letting me know that. So we're gonna sell these really great items we just got, because dollars are fab. We want... bam, and then the rest of our money on tents. Excellent. So we're doing our supply run because, as I'm sure you've noticed, up until now we've been selling all of our items to get grenades, and we've got all the grenades we need, but we do need some items because things can get a little scary. Also, you can come in that door right away and they'll still be like, "Cloud, you're late!" And you're like, "Excuse me." Cloud arrives exactly when he means to. He is neither early nor late. Can anyone tell you why this category is only 3 hours? Short answer, glitches. For a longer answer, you'll have to stick around for another hour and 20-ish minutes.
The glitches that entail beating this game are very amazing.
Yeah, they're magical. If you thought the glitches you've seen so far are already a bit okay, you've seen nothing yet. Yeah, Cloud is a wizard, confirmed. I'm so glad. This is the HD remaster, as much as we've been joking that this is the remake. So this is the PC HD remix, or remake specifically. Can you tell I play a lot of Kingdom Hearts from that remix? Anyways, so you can do that skip I did, I believe, is available on all the versions. It's the big glitches I do, which are not on any version other than the PC version. So we have a little bit of RNG coming up. The reason that we are here in the past, time traveling as it were, is we're here to clear out some monsters and to check on the status of the Mako reactor in Nibelheim. So we're actually about to fight a dragon, and we need Sephiroth to be the absolute jerk we know he is. So we need the dragon first to not even attack Chrono. But if the dragon does attack Chrono, we need Sephiroth to just be a jerk and not use life too. Excellent.
I'd like to remind you that Sephiroth has at least one wing, and therefore he is a bird, and therefore he is a jerk.
I'm behind this. I don't see any problems here. Okay, so we did it. RNG was on our side. The dragon didn't even bother. The dragon knew who the really scary one was, and that was the person with over 3,000 HP. Please. That's really good fan art of Sephiroth. It's also really good fan art of most of the NPCs in this game.
It's really hard to take Sephiroth seriously.
It really is. Okay, hold a sec. We're about to the best part. And by the best part, I mean my favorite part. There's no Eris is still alive glitch. Okay, let's go. Okay, here it is. We're ready. Whee! I'm sorry, that gives me joy. We did it. And of course, Luca, who is Barrett, is going to do his usual of, he just has to ask every question. And Tifa's like, "Barrett, you need to sit down and save your questions for the end." And Barrett's like, "But I have so many." And Tifa's like, "Shh." Tifa has literally, all throughout at least the first disc, has 0 time for Barrett. Barrett says anything and Tifa's like, "No, just no."
Scala is so mean to Luca.
I know, right? Luca just wants a hug. Flower Girl's alive. Don't worry about it. Flower Girl's always alive. So Sephiroth has advised us that we don't have to go until the morning, so we can take that time to visit our families. But why would I do that when I can take a nap and go to sleep with Sephiroth here? Everything's fine. Okay, so here we are. We are in Midgar. Please note the meteor, which is on the gate on the Shinra mansion. For those like me who did not notice this until I started speedrunning it.
There's a meteor on it?
Yeah, it's the exact same meteor that's in the logo for Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, there is?
Yep.
Whoa.
I never knew. I was like, what the heck? So we're meeting our guide. Our guide is Tifa, who we already know, but in the cutest cowgirl outfit. Her love of all things cowboy and Texas started early. And the townsfolk would like a picture. We're like, cool. We like pictures. Pictures are great.
Names get chosen. Well, I'm over here. I was supposed to run Chrono Trigger, but internet said no, so we're running Final Chrono Trigger instead.
Yeah, so yeah, this is Final Fantasy Chrono Trigger. Did you know? Yeah, Keishra's internet. Sad. So we're hanging out, playing Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, see, the architect must have been someone who was in the future. Like, it's really weird. Okay, so bridges are great. We're like, hey, Tifa, where are we going? She's like, it's just here. And we're like, okay, we trust you implicitly. Uh-oh. Tifa, no! And yes, we're sorry. For some reason, Kay's sound keeps changing between super quiet and super loud. It's not on her side, so it's either her internet or my Discord. We don't know which, so we apologize. Just, Kay's here with us. That's the important thing.
Sorry, I mean, it's either I'm really quiet when it decides to be quiet, or it's really loud.
Yeah, there's no in between, so, do you want deaf or really quiet? I can still hear her, so, and I respect your ears, so it's good. If it's my setup, I don't even know how to fix that. But it keeps alternating. So here we are. We left someone behind. Sephiroth apologized, was like, I'm sorry, but we can't wait. Apparently whatever we're doing is so important, we cannot search for a missing person. So, really unfortunate to be that person, but that's it. I always try and run in these fights, but very rarely do I get to, because Sephiroth is too fast and too powerful. So, thankfully, he just destroys whatever is in our path, so I don't have to worry about it.
Sadly, we don't get experience for this in the future.
Nope.
I wonder why.
Well, I'm glad we're coming through, clearly. Yeah, that was really loud in my ears, too. I don't know why that sound effect is so loud. That's an interesting question. Does the lady with the sound issues have a PS4 controller plugged in by any chance?
I do not, but I can unplug my SNES controller and see if that helps.
Yeah, there might be just something weird with PS4 controllers. Interesting.
I have my iBuffalo Classic USB controller in, but
it's pretty Materia. Tales of Final Chrono Dragon Star Fantasy Trigger Quest Ocean. I love it.
I love it.
That is fabulous. That's the crossover I'm here for. Also, something goes really weird with Tifa's legs there, and I just don't question, because... Oh, because they have speakers, they mess with sound. That's interesting. I'd never heard that before, but I'm glad to have learned that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, well, I didn't have that. I don't have a PS4 controller.
Okay, next worst set of stairs. Let's see if we can do it. We did it! That's probably the best I've ever done, those stairs. I think that's all the really mean stairs now. Okay, now usually I would attempt to leave here because Sephiroth really gets in the way in this section, like really terribly gets in the way. But I haven't had an encounter for a while, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of those sections where I get the encounter if I try. So usually I do like I do in the beginning of the game. I would leave the reactor and immediately come back in to scroll Sephiroth off. I like get him out of here. Unfortunately, I don't want to risk an encounter. So we're going to deal with Sephiroth being literally the slowest. Come on, Sephiroth. Thank you. No, get out, get out. We'd still get him before him, so. Too slow, Sephiroth. He's like, I'm in no rush.
Final Dragon Tales, the Shin Chrono Tensei. Yep.
Do the two ladies on mic have a favorite boss from this game? In terms of characters, I love Rufus Shinra the best, and he's technically a boss. In terms of bosses I really like fighting, the sequence of the last 3 bosses for this game is just fabulous. Of this route. So it's a lot of fun.
So I replayed Chrono Trigger, right. I replayed Final Fantasy VII recently, and I'm gonna have to say the crane boss.
Crane bosses.
It's awful, and that's what's good about it.
That's true.
It's like the worst boss, and that's what's good about it.
Yeah. How are the splits looking? Well, we're still in the green. Not by much, but I'm doing a new strat on a future boss, and I will tell everyone who's watching how my splits look right now is irrelevant, because the biggest portion of RNG could save me as much as 5 and lose me as many as 15 minutes. And that's near the end of the run. So I literally could not tell you whether I'm on PB pace or not until we get past that section. It is the hugest part of RNG, and it is non-manipulatable. You cannot manipulate it in any way, shape, or form. So... Is it
that
the
we know of as to yet?
Yes, I am the runner, so I am also talking. I have a thing where I do things and I talk. So I am running and talking, and Keishra is here helping me out.
Yeah, totally. The Chrono Trigger run will sadly not be happening today. Sorry.
Yeah, Kay's internet decided to be mean.
It will, however, be happening in either a GDQ hotfix or the next frame fatales in the future.
Yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen that Chrono Trigger run, it is excellent. It is so good. So we don't have time to save the game. We gotta keep talking. I wouldn't say I'm good at multitasking, but I talk even when I'm sleeping. So okay, so we're getting through this cutscene. We're almost done. So, and for those who are looking to give us follows, our Twitch IDs are we have names which are exactly the same as our Twitch IDs, so they're in the layout. So no weird spellings or add-ons. Those are our Twitch names. Okay, go team. We are in the Shinra mansion. We are still investigating things. And after seeing those monsters, Sephiroth's like, I gotta do some research. And also, these stairs are like not OSHA compliant or anything compliant, but you get to spin around, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, I never stopped saying 544. When I learned this run, I wasn't doing that strat, and so I would die sometimes to motorball, and then Wally, who's the record holder of this, came into my stream and was like, why don't you do the 544 strat? I was like, excuse me? And so he taught me, and I was like, oh my god. I will never not do this strategy. Yeah, someone call BDG, find out how much of this is not OSHA compliant. Oh yeah, we don't have to talk to Sephiroth, we can just leave. Shinra. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra mansion. He also left his books everywhere. Please.
Aren't all the books like out like that when you come into the too?
Well, he keeps just hauling more out. Listen, if I could recruit Vincent in this section, I would in a heartbeat. It's Vincent. Come on. Oh, Camper is the. Oh, did the world record change recently? Oh no, I think it was just Wally was the. Well, good for Camper. That's awesome. Also, there's creepy music again, but like last time, don't worry about it. What could possibly go wrong? And this is the FPS fix, not the free FPS. So, we're doing great. Currently, my FPS averages at 30, but sometimes it spikes a little. So, Vincent is great. We all love Vincent. Vincent has a very important job in this speedrun, so don't worry. He'll still be here. But sadly, for some reason, they don't let you recruit him in a flashback. I don't understand why. Okay, so Sephiroth's just here, not knowing who we are, and laughing maniacally. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh gosh, I do not want to see a live action of this. Oh no. I would cry.
No.
I don't think there's been many good live actions done yet, so... So Sephiroth has done some research, and unfortunately, he counted 1 + 1 and got 4. And things...
plays Cloud Strife.
Yeah. Hold on. Out of my way. I'm going to go see my mother. You don't have to burn down a town to do that, Sephiroth. Please, I'm not sure if...
The whole time, too?
Yeah. Oh, go upstairs. I really love this sequence, how they hold off on the music and then just kind of escalate it. It's so great. This section is fun. But we did it. Come on, go out the door. Doodle-doo. And now there's fire. So much fire. Yeah, someone definitely failed their sanity check. I can't remember what you do in the Call of Cthulhu games to restore sanity, but often you just don't. So we're gonna go check out this house, which is actually Cloud's house.
Sephiroth, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you go insane and just kill everything.
Favorite song in the game? Sid's theme. Though Bizarro Sephiroth's theme is really climbing up there. This is probably the best cutscene. Look at that. Oh, I can put down my controller for a hot second. Beep, 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 beep. Henry Cavill as Sephiroth. Nice. Well, this Sephiroth is real. This is confirmed real Sephiroth. Sephiroth after this Sephiroth, not so real. Some of them are, but not all. Most of them are not.
Natara, can I tell you a funny story?
I love funny stories, please.
Okay, so, you know I moved recently.
Yes, I have heard rumors of such.
Yes, and so I've got a monitor right next to me that's not plugged in, but I keep trying to move Windows over to there. I'm so used to having a second monitor.
Ugh, second monitor is life. So Tifa's here. Her dad has not
Hi, Scala.
done so well. Yeah, hi Scala, how you doing? So she takes the Masamune. Unfortunately, continuing our analogy, she has put all of her ranks in fighting, in unequipped, and she just picked up a sword.
Scala!
Don't do it. So unfortunately, she tried to swipe where she should have stabbed, and it did not work out so well. Yes, the Chrono Trigger run unfortunately had ISP issues, but the runner's here with me helping out. Yeah, I think most people in here are dead. It's very unfortunate. And unfortunately, Shala here is just kind of left for dead on the stairs. And unfortunately for us as speedrunners, we can't walk by her. We have to pick her up. It's fine. Tifa's fine. Don't worry about it. We've literally seen her. So I want to give everyone a heads up. There is a section coming up shortly which is filled with flashing. So if you have any sort of visual sensitivity or problems with flashing lights, I will let you know exactly when it's coming up and also when you can look back. So nothing happens other than just flashing during that section. So please don't hurt yourselves to watch that section. Tifa's fine. Don't worry about it. Tifa's just as fine as Eris is. Wait. Speaking of creepy cutscenes. Like, so creepy. So don't worry. I always imagine he's got just the creepiest, like, open-mouthed smile at this section. So yeah, there's no warning. You're fine currently. I'll give you the heads up when the flashing is about to start, but it's about 30 seconds to a minute before it starts. Yeah, all of these are 15 FPS. Sephiroth is always so pretty. Let's be real. So Cloud is unhappy about, like, all of this. And, you know, having his town burned down. So the flashing is coming up basically now. So this is a good time to look away. I'll tell you when you can look back. And don't worry, you're literally missing nothing. All you're missing is like going between Cloud, Sephiroth, Cloud, Sephiroth, Cloud, Sephiroth. Like, you don't need to see that.
Yeah, the cutscenes are unskippable.
Yeah,
You're like actually like clipping through
Yeah.
walls.
And you can look back. Everything is safe. Everyone, and Cloud's like, and it's done. And Tifa's like, how am I alive? And Barrett's like, what even was that? And Chrono's like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Everyone's alive, so it's fine, right?
Isn't Scala like, but I didn't actually see you
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Chrono?"
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. I think the story on
Oh.
that is she is not sure why this story is going as it is, so she's kind of like, okay. And I think she was so injured, she's not 100% sure herself. So she's just like, I'm gonna trust you, and let's just go with it. Well, Red 13's like, what an interesting story. So, now, super important gear we're getting here. We're getting baby's first cell phone. Super great. Cloud is very excited about this. We're not going to put it to use yet, though. But we are going to leave. Doodles! So that was it. We did a lovely flashback. Now, has anyone ever wished that you could skip the Midgar Zolom and not bother to go and, like, get chocobos and go through all that? Well,
Yeah.
do I have some good news for you. There is an actual really good skip here, but we're going to do the safer skip. It's slightly slower, but I usually get the setup wrong for the actual skip. But in either case, you do not need a chocobo to skip this section. So let's see where the Snick is hiding out.
Right, so, and I would like to point out, too, that I did this in my casual run, and it is completely doable by someone who doesn't understand, as long as you kind of look up the stuff and, like, go, okay, that's how that works, I think, and then just keep trying, as long as you save basically where Netara is, and I'm
just bad timing. A little too slow on that, but that's okay. We're fine.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna turn our FPS fix back on. So the strategy is you save in the middle, and when you reload, the Zolom is elsewhere, and so you can finish crossing. However, as you can see,
you're not doing like the one
no, I'm not
straight
doing.
through.
No, that one's actually really difficult and camera dependent. So we're gonna save. Yeah.
I mean, I did.
Yeah, I've done it once. Let me tell you, I've tried it many, many times, and it doesn't work out. So we'll get there. But currently, we do this way, which still works quite effectively. We're just gonna finish walking. Bye, Snick. Okay, don't do it. Oh yeah, we did it. Okay, we're gonna see if we can... No, we didn't do it. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes we try to cutscene skip, but it's fairly particular. So, poor Zolom. There's a reason the other one is so angry. Update in chat. The cat is in the box. I repeat, the cat is sitting in the box.
She is indeed.
We're very happy. So, hey everybody, it's the Turks. For any Elena fans here, please say hello. Please appreciate her glorious presence. This is the only time we're going to see her. So she's here to be fabulous. But that's it. Well, Snick's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, when you come, you can come back later, and that Snake is so easy. You're like, oh no, Snake is scary, and then you're like, no, Snake is one shot. Goodbye. This game, in one of its versions, does take 7 hours to complete. Not this version. So, did you know that we're going to Junon Harbor next? The Turks just said it 3 times and highlighted it in blue, so they obviously can't be wrong.
Junon Harbor.
Yes.
Got it.
Write it down. Junon Harbor. Definitely where we're going next. But first we have to get out of here. Climbing things. Going out of the caves. And saving. Because it's not like we just saved a minute ago. But you know what? I don't like Junon Harbor. Junon Harbor has that really silly parade. It's got, like, terrible things. You've got to do the dolphin jump. I'm not doing it. I've had enough. Oh my god, that was terrifying. So instead, we're gonna do more cutscenes. I liked story time. Things were happy, no one died, except for a little bit of fire, but we don't think about that too hard. So we're gonna go hang out there instead. Huge, much more amount of fun. Okay. So once again, we walked right in and we're still late. Rude. Yes, the Junon Parade music is the best. Everything else about the parade is terrible. That's why we're not doing it. Flashback round 2. Listen, flashbacks are always better than parades, so that's why we're doing it again. We're doing story time. What is happening, Meow? You'll just have to watch. Well, I think to me it looks like a rainy day. We're gonna get attacked by a dragon again.
Sephiroth is surprised, as he always is.
Is still shocked and surprised. Listen, Sephiroth is just as confused as you folks are. Look at him.
Yeah, he's just like, wait, I remember this.
He's like,
before.
yeah, what are we doing here? Is there a reason for the FPS counter? Yes, I need it to prove that I'm running at an average of 30 frames per second in the field sections that they want me to have it in. So it's kind of a thing check. So it is going to spike up a bit, but then it always comes right back down. As long as the average is about 30, it's usually good. So we're going to just chat here. So take 2. We want good dragon RNG. So a reminder, we want the dragon to attack Sephiroth and not Cloud. Or alternatively, if the dragon decides that puny Cloud is the threat, we need Sephiroth to be heartless. So come on. We don't want you to bring Chrono back to life. Chrono's staying dead in this round. Oops, I didn't actually want to attack. That's fine. Come on. Nope, not bad. Okay, so come on, be heartless. Heartless. No! Not life 2. Rude. We told you to leave him dead. Sephiroth being a nice guy.
Sephiroth, you're a bird.
Don't do it again.
Jerk.
Don't do it again, Sephiroth. Attack. Good. Excellent. We're fine. Yeah, the open mouths is a wonderful, technically not an addition, but going back to the original. Technically the open mouths were in the original, but they were covered up. So for some reason they decided to uncover them in the art. So enjoy everyone being shocked. There are a lot of shocking statements in this game according to the rest of the NPCs. Oh yeah, it is RNG. There's plenty of time Sephiroth won't, but you can also get into a revive loop where he will actually keep reviving Cloud, and you're like, please don't. Just no. Why would you do? Okay. That means we get to take 2. Barrett's still confused. I really don't know how. Luca, we just went through this. Weren't you listening? Were you not paying attention the first time? Come on. So we're gonna keep going. That was a dab. Everyone says that, and I always miss it because I'm too busy mashing. I was like, I can look on the actual stream. I didn't actually see it. I still didn't see it. But that's okay. Are we gonna visit our family this time instead? Nope. Still no. We're still gonna go have a nap. We're tired. That was a long time in a big truck surrounded by lots of people, and I just died. Oops. Just died from a dragon. Not totally convinced I want a nap yet, though. Yeah, Luca totally has no idea what's happening either. So, picture time. Now, I saw the picture the first time it got taken. We were not very photogenic in that picture, so we want out. Okay. Oh. Why would you do that? I just want to go towards the gate. So this is another frame perfect trick we're doing here, and we got it really early, so that's excellent. This is called picture skip, where we are once again triggering push a button to activate text at the same time as move to activate text to move in sequences that we should not be able to for fun and magic. So don't worry about it. Nothing weird is going to happen here.
Absolutely nothing.
Totally normal, expected.
Yeah, it's not even weird. We've skipped a picture. Nothing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here.
Hey, sometimes you just look bad in a picture and you want no part in this. And you know what? I've also done this flashback once, and I'm not going on this bridge. Screw that. We're done. We're done. We're hanging out here. We're having our own party. We're staying here. You cannot pay me to go on that bridge. Oh, good. But guess what? Chrono's partying on his own. Yay! We did a team. Okay,
It's
so...
right. Chrono can take this.
It's fine. Whatever. I think, yes, we're past the epilepsy part. You're safe. No more flash warnings. So that was fun. So never mind, we're just going to continue on. The game said, no, you are going to Junon Harbor, so who am I to argue with the game? So here we are, Fort Condor, pretty burb. Oh, encounters. That's unfortunate. Hey look, it's a maybe bird friendo. Let's do it. So, we're gonna kill this one though. I'm just done running away. Run over. Yeah, exactly. That was a tornado. That wasn't very nice. Friends don't...
Kill him.
Yeah, exactly. Friends don't, you know, do that to friends. Was the chocobo scene normal? No, we skipped it. We just ran right past. Hey, so what up? So now we're back in Nibelheim. But the bridge has been fixed since the last time we were here. And though apparently they shoved some monsters on it, which is just rude. We didn't want those. Okay, good. We got away. So what we did, that was a glitch that is not available in any other version. So in trying to fix the disc reference version, they actually broke things further. And if you die in a cutscene where you should not be able to die, the game still thinks you're in a cutscene. So it attempts, whenever you change scenes, attempts to put you in yet another cutscene. Okay, good. We're still in active. One sec. I'm doing some very particular setup here. Okay. Order. You get in there. Status. Okay. I didn't need the mithril rod, but I'm glad we got it. So we are going to give you the mithril armlet, though. And, no, we're fine. Let's see. You want that. We're going to do this. This is different than my previous setup. Okay. Everyone's cured. So, but we need people to be sad. They're a little bit too happy. That's going to make sure that they actually take less damage. And we're going to save because this part is scary. We are going to kill a boss with math. And the boss could just start off with an insta-kill. So this is the first time doing this in an official run. So it's a new strat to me. It's not actually a new strat. So let's kill Materia Keeper. Magic like this is how this is under 7 hours. Okay.
There's no math allowed in my Final Fantasy Tactics.
It's too late. I've already done it. This is why... Come on, early proc. Nope. We need Materia Keeper to get poisoned. This only works if we can poison Materia Keeper. So we're purposely getting set up. We need to get that elixir, let that elixir fly as soon as there's a poison. And we can keep trying as long as Eris doesn't get her limit. If she gets her limit, it is we gotta try again. That's okay, keep attacking Cloud. Cloud is totally okay with this. Come on, proc. That is not a proc. Rude. Okay, cool. Just keep doing that. We are so happy with this. Come on, proc. Yeah, got her. We'll explain this once we're done, because this is very particular. And this, Eris is about to do the most important thing on the run. Now, she starts us off with that elixir, but we need her to punch for exactly 13. This is why the levels actually make a difference. Okay, good. 13 damage. We're gonna toss a high potion. And the boss is gonna die. Goodbye, boss. So what we just did...
This is like an overflow somehow?
It's not an overflow. So what this is we have, we did a very particular set of math. And the particular set of math that we did is there's a status ailment in this game called Lucky Sevens, which is if you get your HP to 7777, you will always do 7777 damage. However, that includes poison damage. The poison damage that you are inflicted on yourself has to do with your own damage. So if your HP is at 7777, then your Lucky Sevens kills you through poison. So it's why it's so... This is why we just did a safety save. Oh, We're gonna Alt F4 out of that and get back in.
That's really neat.
Yeah, so we just did the items in such a way, so the poison, that's why the 13 is so important. So we turn his HP into 7s, and so he kills himself with poison. It's beautiful. Okay, we got like the 1 pincer, which is bad. So yeah, we killed a boss with math. So we're done with Materia Keeper, and we're heading over to Rocket Town. Eris has done an excellent job. She has earned her rest. Okay, don't...
I love my cat, but her nails are long and she keeps, like, digging them into me.
Case cat, stop stabbing. That's rude. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick menu here. So Eris, thank you. No, what are you doing? Stop that. So we're gonna bring good old Luca into the party. Because that's a thing we do, and I don't.
Luca with his
Stop
guns.
That. I told you not to do that. And what did you
sorry.
do? Not you. You're fine. You're wonderful.
Sorry.
Keep being good. So we're just gonna do a safety save out here, and then that's all the safety saving we do. Oh, I am gonna. Oh no, get out of there. We are gonna set this to wait because Palmer is mean, and if you die a Palmer, you lose 8 minutes. Because you have a whole bunch of cutscenes. So we're just going to play it a little bit safe on Palmer. As far as I'm concerned, Palmer is the real final boss of this run. He is very mean. And as I note, we're at 2:14, so we're actually getting near-ish the end of the run. We've got about 45-ish minutes left. I say ish because there is an RNG component of this run, which we haven't hit yet. I'll let you know once we get there. But for now, we're gonna just look at this leaning rocket with this lovely old man who is very impressed and happy that we stand and watch with him, so he gives us a sword. And then we're gonna come here and we're gonna buy high potions because we just used the only ones we had, and those are happy. So with that, we're gonna do our menu. Let's do that. Yoshiyuki, you get to keep the restore and the poison. That's great. We need everyone to be sad again. No, stop that. Oh, I do need to change Materia. There's one I didn't change. You get a counterattack. Beautiful. We're ready to... Actually, we're gonna arrange... Where are my grenades? Come at me, pretty grenades. You're very important. Okay, grenades and high potions to the top for damage and not dying. Both really important things in my opinion. Don't forget to go to Sid's house first. If you go to the rocket without going to Sid's house first, the door will be shut and you'll have to walk all the way back. It's the same as skipping Jessie. Don't do it. Love yourself more than that.
I learned that the hard way.
Mm-hmm, me too. I've done it it's one of the few mistakes I make consistently. I've made most of the mistakes at least once, but that's one I've done multiple times. It's like, why? You're just so eager to go talk to Sid. You're just like, no, it's fine. But instead, we'll have tea time. Tea time is important. Also, someone above said something about Palmer, and I missed it. But just understand that Sid is terrible. What are we naming Sid? That's an excellent question. What? Oh, I think we're naming him Magus? Was that the plan, Kay?
Vincent was Magus.
Vincent was Magus. Okay, what are we naming
wait,
Sid?
Vincent's me.
Oh, Vincent's you. Okay. So we're naming...
Sure, Magus.
Yeah, it's gonna be Magus. I need a Magus here. There's no Sid in Chrono Trigger. No can do. Okay, we did it. We're here. We made it to Sid. The door is open. Hello, friend. It's funny. It would actually be easier to name you, or name him. Okay, sure. We're not gonna get double letters this time. Yeah, we did it. Go team.
We're missing like a plus sign or something here.
I know. We need like an exclamation point. Sid would work better with Robo. It's too late now. I just want to make us in here because, you know, fave character. It's science is like magic, or magic is like science. It's the same thing. Don't worry about it. And we just made Sid cry. My last hope is to talk to the president. I have some very bad news for you, Sid. Pretty sure the president is not going to help you either.
Probably not.
And yes, so Materia Keeper killed itself with poison. Is the long and the short of it. So poison is bad. and also very important. We're gonna use poison in the next fight too, but not for math purposes, but for dying faster purposes. Yes, Vincent would make a better Magus, but we're already naming him Keishara, so... We have dibs. I can't fight with dibs. Dibs are important. Oh gosh, don't leave the... Don't do that. Sometimes you try and walk precisely, and you walk a little too precisely. We love Sid. Sid is just really not very nice at the beginning of the game, and I only ever get to see him at the beginning of the game these days, and he's really quite rude. Unnecessarily so.
That fits well with Magus, because Magus is not very nice at the beginning of the game either.
Right? Well, exactly. So it does fit. And Yuffie used to be my favorite player character in this game. Keywords being used to be. You'll see soon why she might no longer be my favorite. So we get to learn the story of how Sid became so bitter, especially towards Shinra, and why his rocket is still in the ground. Yeah, sit down and drink your tea. Who'll be Ayla? We're actually out of characters to name. Yes, if you're someone who loves Yuffie and does not want to hate Yuffie, never, ever run this category. Ever. Yeah, Sid is great. I will tell you, my favorite part of Sid, other than his music, which is, you know, boss, is his running. There's this short sequence of the game where he's the main character and you get to run around as him, and he just runs legs first. Oh, he's the best. Like, it makes me giggle. Yeah, Sid is great. He's just very rude at the beginning, and we don't get to see a lot of his life lessons. Yuffie's always rude.
Yuffie is, in fact, always rude.
Nah, Yuffie can be pretty great. Okay, no, we're not counting yet. Too early for counting. But we will have counting soon, so I get to put down my controller for 30 seconds. I'm very happy. Yeah, 1 + 1 = poison. That is a very good answer. Just every version, like, because this is still Sid's theme, just slower. Yeah, making it into sending a dream into the universe. It's just, oh, so lovely. Yeah, here, let's start a fight in chat. Who's your favorite Sid? I think as long as there's a Sid in a game, it's happy. Yeah, this is a very powerful moment. Will there be any orbs? We missed the 1 orb experience unless you count Materia as orbs. And then there's a ton of orbs. Tons of them. All over the place. But one of the password answers that we never select in the Shinra headquarters is orb.
Orb.
Orb. Oh, I'm pressing my Final Fantasy IV mash button. I always know when I've played Final Fantasy IV recently because it has a unique mash button. Yeah, if anyone has 7777, however many sevens, and it has poison, yeah, you're dead. Goodbye. Unless you're really lucky and the battle ends first. Final Fantasy 1, Sid. Okay, Palmer's just like, can I have some tea? Palmer, please. Pick like 1, maybe 2 of those things you have in your tea. Not all of them. Come on. Okay, so also, hi Rufus. It's been so good to see you after all of this time. We're not going to see you again. Well, no, we are going to see him again a little bit. Yes, I did want to use the tiny Bronco. I'm not sure for why. We kind of skipped that point, but we definitely want to take this really cute plane. Hey Palmer, what up? So I'm going to focus up a bit because Palmer's a jerk, but we want to poison him. And we equipped a sword called the Yoshiyuki, which gets stronger for every party member that's dead. No reason you need to know that. Okay, we don't care. Get some limits in. Palmer is the worst, bar none. Literally, bar none. Actually, I kind of should have probably cured. Probably should have cured Faith there, but we're fine. We'll get the proc right away, and we did. Excellent. We also have grenades left. This is always a great part of the game when you still have grenades left, because you don't need them here, but they just make things better and faster. Grenades!
Fast. Your speed runs.
We're just gonna toss every grenade. Bing. Professor Palmer's not the worst. This Palmer is the worst.
Professor Palmer is like the best.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Bye. So Cloud's gonna start attacking with more damage now, and it's gonna be great. Okay. This is why we bought these high potions. We need Cloud not to die. That is imperative. Okay, who are you attacking? Okay, cool. That's cool. Bye. We're gonna play the Cure Ourselves magic game, but this is why we put on the counterattack materia. So not only is Chrono attacking for more than the damage of a grenade, it's great, so we can keep him alive too. If we can have time, I'd love to use that limit, but being alive is much more important. Yeah, see, had Palmer said he wanted coffee, we would have been like, you're cool, Palmer. But no, that's not what he said. And we're adding the poison to make this faster because we have 2 dead party members. We want faster. Palmer will actually eventually run out of MP, so, or die, one or the other. We always hope he dies before he runs out of MP, because running out of MP is slow. Counterattack. There he goes. Bye, Palmer. So he was good. He was great. He's like, okay, I dodged that plane. I'm A-okay. I'm gonna make terrible faces because I'm a huge jerk. And then I'm gonna get hit by a truck. But yeah, Palmer is a rude, rude boss. But we did it! Go team! This whole sequence is just amusing. You're just kind of like, what is even happening? And the text, like everything Sid says in this section is just literal magic. Yeah, the truck, yes. The truck had better be in the... I like Chuck Chan. Wow, that's really hard to say. Truck Chan. No, I can't do it. No one's more rude than rude. You can't be. It's literally his name. This is not pre-recorded. We are doing this live.
How did he jump that high?
I don't question. It's Sid. He's that powerful. Also, the tail's been hit. I don't have to mash during this section either. It's nice. Also, important advice right here. Also, who's driving? Bear is driving. Or somebody who's not anyone who's sitting on this plane currently.
Don't piss him.
Yep. You're just like, wow, you're something. You're something, Sid.
It is something.
I love Sid, but oh. He's pretty magical. Not wiggling during the plane scene. We've already had our quota of wiggling. We can't wiggle anymore.
Will the quota be met or not? We will never know.
No, it's too late. We've done the wiggle. We've wiggle quoted. So, they told us multiple times. You know the drill. They tell us multiple times in blue to go to a place, and we definitely absolutely go there. So we're going to the Temple of the Ancients right now.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, totally. I'm filled with deep cuts. Yeah. That's what this run needs, more wiggling. But alas, at least we have a ship of some sort.
Yeah,
like
sure.
It's a transportation vehicle. I think it needs some wiggle room, that's sure. That's beautiful. The ship, its ability to fly is toast, but apparently it can still float and scoot around a bit, so we're doing a little scooty here.
Swim.
Yes,
Okay.
and this is the PC version, which is super important. Speaking of important, we're We're gonna cure, because we're almost dead, and nobody wants to die at this point of the run. Do. But we're 2.5 hours into this run. How are we going to finish it in this amount of time? Just wait and see, friends.
I think we should just be honest and, you know, tell Muffins that maybe we're not going to be done.
I don't know. We might come a bit overestimate. I think we're gonna... Yeah, we lied. Our run's actually 7 hours. Burn! Oops. No, we're... What sadness does is you have a higher defense, so you take less damage, but your limit gauge builds up slower. But we actually don't want the limit gauge to build. We don't want it, and in some cases we actively do not want it at all. And it's better this way. So we take less damage because, as I'm sure you can notice, our HP really isn't that high for this section of the game. I would never do that to you, Muffins. Listen, this could go a couple minutes over because Yuffie could be very mean to us, but this is a 3-hour run. Gosh, I would not want to be the person who lied about the length of their run. You'd never be invited back to anything. Because they'd be like, no, you literally cost us all this time. Okay. Ah, not gonna get me this time. Okay. Gonna exit out. We're gonna do the skip take 2. Because we still do not want to fight a Midgar Zolom. We still do not have time for that.
The chrono is level 14.
Hey, it's fine. It's great. Da-da-da. Keep going. Keep walking straight. Oh, look at that poor Snick. Just walking through there. Danger Noodle! Oh, that was a little closer than I want, but we're fine. Because we got the cutscene earlier, we don't have to try and skip it again. So I'm never really that sad when I fail to skip it. Also, these crabs...
Skip it twice.
Do what?
Technically, you could skip the cutscene twice.
Yeah. Well, no, it only shows up once. Also, those are the crab battle crabs, for anyone who's, unfamiliar. Yeah, you're having a quiet phase right now, so it's hard to hear you.
Oh, sorry.
She's working on it. You're good. Okay, so we're back here. We're definitely going to Junon Harbor this time. We're not. It's a lie. But this time, we're going to park our little bums right outside here. And you know what? We had a really cool time with story time last time. But you know what's even cooler than story time? I'm going to show you. What is even... Motorcycles! That's right, friends. It's time for Motorcycles Take 2. I answer no questions, but give away the love of this run. Do. Yeah, see, if there's one thing I will throw all the shade on, it is Junon Harbor. Nobody's got time for Junon Harbor. Yeah, what's even cooler than story time? Listen, motorcycles are always cooler than story time.
You know what's cooler than motorcycles, though?
What?
Snowboards.
No. Denied.
Yikes.
I actually don't even know the name of... Or I actually have not played the snowboards in so long. And we get this awesome cutscene again. Yes, I did just load a save file from the 69th floor so we could drive around on motorcycles again. I decided I didn't want to keep going the rest of the run. Like, to keep going forward, my choices are Junon Harbor, which means I have to do that really silly parade, or Temple of the Ancients. We all know what happens in the Temple of the Ancients. We're not doing it.
You know, keeping Aerith alive.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing Aerith a favor here. So, does everyone remember how we played this game the first time?
3 reds.
Okay, definitely remember that, because I promise it is definitely how we're doing it again this time. We're definitely not doing something different. No, how would you do that? Already? Ugh. These are the worst motorcycles. Get out of here. All of you. You broke the pattern. You gotta go. Over there. No, stop this. Wow. Motorcycle's being rude. I'm trying to get a setup, and they're not working with me. There we go. That's something like 3. Look, we've got 2 red. That's gotta count for something, right? So how's everyone doing? I hope you're having a great time. Eris, look at them. And also look at the creepy blinking in their profiles. It's really creepy. Look at me, I'm having a great time. Oh, actually, no we're not. You're attacking the wrong side. What are you doing? Attack the correct side, please. We're having none of this attitude, motorcycles. When I tell you to... No! Get out of here. None of this right side business. Eris and Red 13 need to be protected. I love this music. I won't lie, I have it on a playlist. Oh no, Tifa has died. How terrible. Someone attacking on the right again? I told you not to do that. Okay, that's it. My turn. I want in on this. Body! I will attack them with my motorcycle. Bet I can kill them with just my motorcycle. Oh yeah. We don't need a sword. Also, for anyone who's really struggled with this, yeah.
Yeah, you can technically knock them off with just your motorcycle.
Yeah, it can be a little difficult. I hate that turn. Yeah, that's right. No, stop it. You're supposed to be attacking me this time. There we go. Oh no! I'm being attacked by the boss. How terrible. Yeah, if Tifa's dead, who's driving? We don't ask those questions. I really don't think I want the answer.
Red 13 is driving.
Yeah, Red 13. Red 13's in the trunk.
Red 13 is driving.
Okay, cool. Red 13 is driving. Keishra has advised us. Okay, so we're a little low on HP, but I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, well, just Cloud's alive, but I'm sure that's also fine.
But we totally beat this boss before, it's fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, bodies everywhere. Yeah, the latter part of this run is a lot of dragging dead bodies around. It's a little rude. Oh no!
You on the wrong person.
We died. How terrible. So, we have an important game for everyone here who's been paying attention and watching from home. We need you to guess a number, and that number is how many tries is it going to take me to find Yuffie? Anything under 10 is not bad, anything under 20 is kind of mean, and anything above 20 is just rude. Just rude. I already have a guess of 3rd try. Okay, it's not 1st try Yuffie. We are looking for Yuffie. This is the part of the run...
Wells give you?
Wells gives me 48 every single time, as he did before the run. I'm gonna guess 4. Oh wait, I didn't care.
You
Oh
were
wait.
3rd.
What?
You said 3rd try.
No, 3rd try was from someone else. That was Demarine guessed 3rd try. Was it Demarine or was it Liz? One of those two. Oh, is this the fake one? You can always tell which one's Yuffie by the perspective, but it likes to lie. So I can't keep track of chat like this, so you folks, you just remember, we're gonna self-track. I'll let you know what number we're on. So that was 2. So 2 was not it. Also, we can die very easily in some of these fights, so you're gonna see me curing basically every time. So that was the 2nd fight. Come on, 3rd try. So because of the resets we had to do earlier for all of our warping, this is not manipulatable. This is just YOLO, hope for the best. It was Demarine, so Demarine guessed 3, so Demarine was wrong. If your number comes up and we miss it, pick a new number. Keep guessing. That's how we work here. So my number's 4.
23.
20. You're so rude. That used to be my PB for this, and then I got a new one of 25. Okay, come on. Oh, I think that's the faker. I don't think that... Yeah, it's the faker. So it's not 4. So my new number, we're going to pick 7. I know a lot of people in chat went with 7, but I'm going to go with you 7, folks. That seems like a good guess. Okay, I think we're fine numbers-wise, so... Okay. But I won't be sad if it's less. Come on, give me a 5. Give me a 5. Give me a 5. That is not a 5. We're gonna guess some 6. But my actual number's 7. You can actually sometimes get 1st try Yuffie and you're the happiest person in the universe. But sometimes she hides, and you cry. Did you know it's actually technically a 1 in 8 chance to find Yuffie? Ha! I don't believe it. Okay, come on, 6.
So she's this game's Gao is what you're telling me.
Yes, she is, but she's much worse. You found Gao much quicker. If it takes you 10 times, you're Almegas. But otherwise, you're totally fine. Okay, no, that's not it.
I just hear Sister
Yes, you just heard my
that.
sister laughing. She was warned. She's not even on this floor to make it even better. Okay, so that was 6. I'm gonna guess that was 6. Come on, 7. If that was not 6, somebody tell me. I always lose track. Come on, 7. Yeah, 7th try. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think that's it. Nope. Okay, I'm going up to 9. I always go up in small increments because I really, really just want to get something good. Yeah, we got hit a couple times, so we're gonna... I've got tents, so it's not like I'm gonna run out of MP or anything. Okay, 8th try Yuffie. Oh, Rivers. That's just harsh. I've already said it like twice. Come on. Nope. Nope, it's not 8. Yeah, statistically it's gotta be 8, but what does statistics really mean? Nothing. It means sadness and tears. Hey, the good Palmer is here. We just fought the bad Palmer.
Thank goodness we have the good Palmer on our side.
Yeah, okay.
Now Yuffie's gonna show up.
Yeah, now Yuffie's gonna show up. Okay, 9th try. That was my new guess. So it can't possibly be wrong. Come on, it's a marathon. Don't give me like 30. No, I think that's a faker. That's a faker. Goodbye. 9th try is not it. We're going up to 13 for my guess. Wait, I got hit. Let's cure. Actually, I don't think I really need a cure on that one, but I'm already in the menu, so let's keep going.
I'm gonna go with 23 still.
Ugh. It's never yet been 48, so I thank myself for that every day. Not 10th either. That is a lot of lies. Oh, this might be one of those fights where you see why I cure every fight. Because they just sit here and hurt me a lot. Oh, it's the right forest. I can promise you, it's the right forest. I wish it were the wrong forest, because that would mean the game wasn't just being mean to me. But alas, come on, 11th. Actually, did you know after you leave that cave, the Mithril Mines, any forest is the correct forest? This is the one I always think is Yuffie and is never Yuffie. So, not 11th try. Come on, 13th try. Or sorry, 12th try. Let's not skip numbers here. So, yeah, we're not gonna new PB at this rate. We're already over a minute and a half.
Yeah, no, new Yuffie PB.
Yeah, new Yuffie PB. No, we don't want that either. Okay, it's not 12 either. Come on, Yuffie. Stop being shy for these lovely friends. I never get too mad at this because it's literally RNG. There's nothing I can do better or worse to convince her to show up. It's just, hope someone likes you today. And today they're saying, nah, let's hang out more. 13 was not it either. Ah, Yuffie. Thank you for nothing. Literally nothing. Okay. So my next guess is 15. No, my next guess is 14. I'm optimistic. Come on, 14. We're doing the spinnies. I like it because it rotates my camera around. You get a little bored sometimes when you're just running through forests for ages. Oh, that's it. We found her! 14 it is! We did it, friends. We found Yuffie. And now we are going to hit her with all of our rage. Hitting people is bad, but Yuffie's fine. Don't worry about it. Go team! So we did it! We found Yuffie. And what does that mean for us, friends? Well. Welcome to Motorball, take 3! Now with equipped Yoshiyuki. Time for hurtin'. And by hurtin', I mean hurting for this poor boss. Did you know Motorball only has 2600 HP? And we're gonna be doing 500 a hit with a counterattack materia on? This boss does not take long. If we have to cure once, it's the only time we'll cure. In my splits, I have this one called Mylon Z, originally named such as the Wrath, but it's because this is a boss who we fight again, who we thought was dead, and attacks us in a back attack. Just like Mylon Z from Final Fantasy 3. And 3, I mean 4. I tried not to say 2 and jumped to 3. Brains are hard. What just happened? So this is one of the major glitches, which is going to help us beat this game in 3 hours. So all of the pointers for the game got really mucked up when they tried to take away any reference to the discs. So what actually ended up happening is if you end up dying in a cutscene and then loading up a new save, or loading up a previous save, and then doing something in there, when it goes for the reference to be like, where should this run be right now? It looks at it and goes, okay, it was in that place you just died, and so rather than bringing you to the place you're supposed to go, it brings you to the place it last remembered you being. So we're using those Yuffie warps, as we call kind of all of them, but we're using save warping in order to warp all the way around the game to really weird results, because we're back at the beginning of the game, but with our party that we just defeated Palmer with. Just accept it's magic and that it's beautiful. But the bad news is we do have to do Barret skip again, or we're gonna soft lock, and we don't want to soft lock. So we didn't quite get it this time, but that's okay. Again, for those who didn't see it, we're trying to activate 2 text boxes at once, a movement text box at the same time as a press to activate text box. When you do that, and you can do this in any of the versions, it breaks it. So you end up being able to move in sections which are really not movable. Bye. So they're going to keep having a conversation and we're out. We just haven't had time for that. So we're going to give a quick cure here to our friend because he's hurting a bit. And someone very nice left us the tiny Bronco. I'm not going to complain. We're going to take it and we're going to go on a joyride.
What?
Yeah, welcome. Are you whatting what just happened, or?
No, I'm just confused why the tiny Bronco's there.
I honestly don't know why the tiny Bronco is there, because again, it's kind of combined the two. It doesn't know what's happening, so it's like, you had these weapons and these items and your party members were dead, and you also had the tiny Bronco, but you just finished fighting a boss in Midgar, so, okay, we're good, don't worry about it. And so we just kind of do that.
To answer questions in chat, yes, this is the PC Steam version.
Yes, it is. You can use any PC version as long as it's the HD remaster. You cannot use the old, I think it's 2001 version. It doesn't work in that version because it still uses the 3 discs as it did on the PlayStation. Are we in the right spot? We're in the right spot! I'm never quite sure exactly where to get off here. So we're making a little pit stop and we're gonna save first because this is actually the last place we can safety save in this run, or before breaking this run wide open, because if you thought those glitches were a bit weird that we just did, you ain't seen nothing yet. So I literally cannot move right now, but what we're doing is we're clearing out some of the memory. We did some weird warping, so the game still has this in memory. So Sephiroth has suddenly appeared, and it may sound cruel, but we have no time to search for that soldier we lost, so that trooper. We have to have that text, otherwise the game will soft lock when we try and do our next set of magic. So, we've done that. You can't save after you've done that, because if you save and then reload that save, like say if you die between now and the next set of magic, it doesn't actually recognize that you've gone to that section, and I will get the soft lock. So, a little more minor guessing game. We're looking for a specific encounter. You basically always get it in under 10 turns. So we want it first turn. We are looking. Oh, I didn't
7
split. Yeah, I'm going for 2.
7.
We're looking for 1 flat beat and 3 Spencers. We just run from everything though, and we found it first try. Go team!
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful.
How do people usually figure this out? I'm gonna guess some sort of memory viewing program.
I know the soldier the wiggle that we did at the beginning was figured out by someone who likes exactly like that. They're not a speedrunner, but they like playing in the memory and finding new things, and so they found it. And at first, nobody believed them. And then they proved it, and then some of the speedrunners started trying it, and it worked, and they're like, oh my goodness. So yeah, we're having a stroll on the beach here, because you know what? We've had a long run. We are 2 hours and 47 minutes into a 3-hour run. Sometimes we just need a stroll on the beach.
Was that a Skarmory? Yeah, you know, we're just... Cloud's gotta get all his Pokemon entries and Pokemon Go.
Yeah, exactly. Need all our Pokemons. Oh, it's Neoheart. Yeah. There's I'm terrible with names, I'm not gonna lie. First try, Yuffie. And welcome to the debug room. So, we are going Ema, Vincent, who, for a very, very short amount of time... If I make any mistakes, they're saying. I'm just letting you know that. Just for the lulz. Oh, no, you got a queue. Enjoy your queue. Okay, so we just found that we're gonna go talk to Yuffie. So, many of these games have, especially the older games, had these debug rooms which were used for testing. And they did lock this away, but then people found it and use it to break the game wide open. So, how do I finish this game in 3 hours, you ask? Just like this. So, these are the names. They're a little different than you might remember them. And it's time for Vincent to show what he's worth. I'm sorry, he is no longer Keishara. He is now Wu.
Yeah, I always thought the funny thing about the debug room was that, like, it's, like, in Japanese.
Well, what in Japanese?
Like, all of the commands are in Japanese, just...
Oh yeah, the names are incredible. So we do not want that counterattack materia on it. We are in the point of the game where that is bad. So we want double cut, restore can stay, because lol. Welcome back. Where's my other double cut? And then we're gonna come back here, and we're gonna take a steal, which is literally the most important thing in this game. We're gonna do a master materia, and then we're gonna talk to good old Yuffie here. This is the only good Yuffie. And we're gonna do this magical battle 999. So we have a problem with triangles. They have hurt us in the past, and we're not gonna take it. Also, tip, don't ever attack anything but the top triangle, because if you do, you end up having to fight all 5 triangles. It has the same result, but it's slower. But for some reason, if you attack the top one, you're good. So that gave us a lot of experience, and we like that. So we're gonna do it again. Yeah, there's so much Triforce, or Quadriforce? Quintiforce, I think? So we're specifically doing this with Vincent. We need him to get the bonus that you get for being the one to deal the final hit.
Oh, you get a bonus for dealing the final hit?
I believe you do. Either way, we have leveled up that steel materia, so it's time to put on a death penalty. It is time to switch again and talk to our girl Tifa. Lazdan 4-4. I also forgot to do that. So welcome to the final fights. We are going to take off some friends, and don't worry about exploding reactors behind Genova. Even though they tried to remove the references to the discs, they didn't really fully succeed. So we're fighting a disc 3 boss, and it's going for disc 3 cutscenes, but the game still thinks we're on disc 1. So we're getting the disc 1 cutscenes in there. So we're doing some magic here. I gotta count, hold a sec. This is not math, this is just, I need to attack a certain amount of times. Okay, so we're going to be using something all throughout this sequence called the mug glitch, where if the final move you do on an enemy to kill them is mug, it actually glitches out and cancels all animations. So any enemies who are supposed to die like really slowly, they just die. There's no waiting for them to fall over or anything. They just instantly die. So this is going to break things a little bit, music-wise. And some bosses are not going to be as exciting as you want. You cannot do this on a PlayStation. You cannot do this on a PlayStation 4. You can only do this particular set of glitching in the, or at least the warping. I can't actually confirm for the debug room, but I'm pretty sure they locked it away again. But This run specifically, to do all of its pieces, you need the PC HD remaster. I have the Steam version, but any versions of it for PC, I believe, work. Who found this? Not me. Really excellent people who did some very wonderful work.
Needs more trains.
So we're just doing our final set of fights, 3 fights, and since we are not on PB pace, we're gonna let you folks, I'm not actually sure I'm gonna be able to see the chat, so Keishara is gonna have to help me with this. We're gonna let you decide how we defeat Final Sephiroth. In the speedrun, the way we usually do this is, because we're going to be using the mug glitch, when you're playing casually, no matter what you do, you will omni-slash Sephiroth. Even if you just put your controller down and do nothing, Cloud will counter with omni-slash. However, the mug glitch will still be active when we get to that final fight, and so it will cancel that particular counter. So, we can counter and just one smack and Sephiroth is dead, or we can purposely choose to omni-slash. So, what do you want? Speed strats or omni-swag? Also, did you hate Bizarro Sephiroth when you played this casually? This is how you do it. Yeah, I love the random cutscenes.
Seems to say Omniswag, and so do I.
Yeah, okay, so that's it. Omniswag it is. Also, watch it how quickly this boss dies, and it breaks the music a bit. Oh yeah, chat is very much so Omniswag. Okay, I'm seeing, you're putting it in there and I got you. Watch PB runs of this to see not Omniswag, to see the very anticlimactic just punching. Just one slash and he's done. Always be Omniswag. Wow, Tina, please.
Eat it with puns. I'm not sure I can really do that.
That's fine, don't worry about it. Ah, come back. Okay. So, hope you love One Wing Angel. We're not even gonna get to the words. I also don't know why he's called One Wing Angel. He literally has 4. There's 4 wings right there. Or is it like 5? There's many more than 1 wing. Okay, we're gonna wait here. We're not ready for Mug. You always want to be inactive in this section because it's much faster. Okay. If it gives me my cue, I'll sing. Actually, I'll sing the beginning anyways, but...
Netara.
Yeah.
What do Eris and the Mediterranean cuisine have in common?
What?
Find them both on skewers.
Astuanditeris ira vehementu, astuanditeris ira vehementu, Sephiroth. There you go. Yeah, the names don't match at all. I'm sorry, all of our names are gone.
Why was Eris expelled from Midgar High School?
Why?
Belly button piercings were against the school dress code.
You're fired. Why did I let you in here? I love it. They're amazing. Okay, so the people have spoken. We are gone omni-swag, which means I have to actually press a button. How dare you folks? You're making me press a button. I hope you enjoyed the squeaky Sephiroth at the end. That was the key nature there. So again, in the casual, you can sit here and do nothing and you'll omni-slash, but in the speedrun, if I put my controller down, I will counter with 1 sword swing, but we're not doing that. We ain't got time for that. Punch it! Omni-slash! Okay, so time is on the last hit. So...
How does Tifa make... What does Tifa make when Cloud has a... What does Tifa make Cloud drink when he has a sore throat?
Oh god, what?
Sephiroth.
Love it. Okay, hold a sec. And time.
I killed him with puns.
You did it. You killed him with puns. Thanks, Keishara. 2:56:33 is my timer. We did it. Oh, hold a sec. I need to break it. I think I got it. So if you, this is a full screen game, and if you go out of the full screen, it really, really breaks the game. So we'll see if we got it. See if we got it. Oh, it's kind of doing it. Much less so than usual. He usually just kind of sits there and twitches a little. He's much faster.
Thank you. He's twitching.
He's fine. So thank you everyone for coming out. This is Final Fantasy VII PC any percent, and it's a hugely fun run if you like climbing up every set of stairs and a million glitches, because this has that in spades. So I think we're gonna get ready for our next run. We're just gonna make sure everyone is ready, and thank you everybody for coming out, and thank you to Keishara for hanging out during this awesome run and for blowing it away with those terrible, amazing jokes.